Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 1005th reset of Vanessa Roman, my visual novel that is masquerading as a D&D campaign. My name is Maggie. I am your humble game master and artist, as always, and these are my lovely players.
I'm Graham, and I'm playing, as always, Pewter Shale, a big rock robot, perhaps, with heart of stone, or gears. We're not really sure. Seems to be a lot more than meets the eye. And that's all I have to say about Pewter.
I'm Kyle. I play Flynn Nestlepot, a 3-foot-tall halfling, stubborn, determined monk and healer, and wearing questionably decent boots with stuff on the bottom that I really shouldn't be wearing.
My name is Bill. I am playing Rizzonia, a bard by trade, tabaxi, and flamboyantly dressed, friendly as all get out, but I do like my money.
My name is Ryan, and I play Herb Goblano, a 5'11" goblin warlock. And to expand on Herb's goblin med school experience, he got kicked out because he refused to put a recently deceased patient in the meat flinger, which is a catapult that launches bodies into the sun. And it's like their version of a morgue, and he felt it was a little bit undignified.
My favorite part about these little panel bits are sometimes I don't hear about them, and so I'm just like, well, I gotta write it into the lore now.
But you didn't greenlight the sunny
flinger.
It's an ask.
Flinger is canon.
No, I mean it's an ask forgiveness, not permission type situation here.
Like, they've achieved, space travel, but it's just for flinging things into the sun.
They actually have figured out enchantments specifically to get all the way to the sun. Yeah. There's no way to even verify if that's the case, but we know that it's true.
Yeah. Herb knows. The Great Goblin told him.
Yeah.
One day he goes over a mountainside and sees this whole pile of rotting...
No, they get to the sun. But if you guys remember from last week, you had a lovely little carnival experience. You fought some Cthulhu, Paul Blart, Mall Cop amalgamations that will promptly never be mentioned again. And if you remember, the big thing that happened was that it did start snowing, despite the fact that it is the middle of summer. And after that, almost immediately after that, you four were called into Elle's office, because obviously this is a interesting phenomena, and typically that's what you guys are used for, is to explore strange phenomena. So you four are called into Elle's office. Maury is already there, and sure enough, they greet you with a oh my goodness, it's snowing outside!
What's snow?
What, Maury goes,
well, Herb, I believe snow is a horse-like creature with large talons for teeth, and
I don't see any of those. But...
Maury goes,
yes, I don't either. It's curious.
I'm sorry, do you guys not know what snow is?
I'm familiar with it in my travels up north, performing. I've seen snow before. It's a bit cold for my taste, but yeah, at the anti-winter festival, it was a bit of a surprise.
Okay, let me preface this with, no, Priz, I assumed that you knew what snow was. I'm more alarmed by them not knowing what snow is. You don't need to explain how you know of snow before. Like, I assumed that you knew about snow. You don't have to justify what you learned about snow.
It's quite a brag on your part. I don't know what this... I just honestly took a wild guess on what snow was, but you sound like you actually... You. Oh, thank you, Herb. It was all lies, unfortunately.
That's okay.
Well, I guess we should clarify it's the white stuff outside, fellas.
Yeah, Elle goes, yes, as I was told, I believe snow is like when the cotton in the clouds sort of gets sloughed off, and Maury goes, no, that's not correct either, it's condensation. Okay, it's
Peter's
water.
nodding.
It's frozen water.
Yeah, the gods concentrate on making the snow out of the sky. It's God's tears.
Okay, I agree to disagree. Listen, we've got a lead, sorta, about where this snow is coming from. Again, to preface, the snow is the stuff falling from the sky. It's coming from the western continent. Issue is we don't have an exact pinpoint of where, so the plan is just we're gonna sail out to the first coastal town, ask around, and hopefully we'll be able to pinpoint where the storm is, and then sort of understand why the storm is happening, because it's weird that it's happening.
I don't want to correct you, Maury, but I'm looking outside and it looks like it's coming from up, not
Okay.
west.
All right.
Yes, I think Herb makes very good point. Maybe, I mean, like, you know,
Like, you're the scientist, but...
it just seems like it's not coming from the other way.
Okay.
Maybe like there's a lady on top of a mountain somewhere, and she's flinging all the snow out at people. Has anyone thought of this? The white
We are in
hair.
the
Okay, listen, I don't.
It's a tall mountain.
Okay, you're just gonna have to.
Just let it go, okay?
All
We're
right.
just gonna drop. I truly think it's God's. That's
It
just.
seemed- I just think that the mountain idea, we should not throw it out so quick, you know? Maybe she's having a tough time with her sister and her parents died, I don't know, in a boat crash. I'm just coming up with this as I go.
Wait, the seas are dangerous. I didn't realize that.
I don't know, it just makes sense.
You see Maury like run some calculations in her head, and then you see her pick up a pin off Elle's desk, and you see her like do the like, you know, the wobbly pencil trick where you make it look like it's made of rubber.
Yeah.
Yeah. She does that for a second, and then she sets it on the desk, and she goes, "Oh my god, the magic pin of pointing where to go says we gotta go this direction. We gotta go that direction now."
Okay.
Well played, Maury. Well played.
If you say so, I mean, I believe you entirely.
Elle goes, "I didn't know that pin was magic. You should probably hold on to that." And Maury just goes, "Okay." So before long, you are told to go pack your things because you are about to sail off to a new and fun location. Do I have my world map loaded up? Let's find out. There it is. Oh no, there's two of them. All right. So, you all are at the Citadel. That's my circle. We're gonna move.
I'm used to circle going to the thing, not the map going to the circle. That's an interesting switch.
But you all are traveling here to Newport. If you all would like to roll history checks to see how much you know about Newport.
I got 6.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, my D&D Beyond is laggy. Oh my god.
I got a nat 20 for 22.
I got a 21.
21.
I wasted a nat 20 on that.
You're gonna
You
know
make
everything
really cool
about
cigarettes.
Newport.
You did a gig there.
Yeah.
I did. I played at Newport Festival, the jazz festival once.
Pewter, you don't know about Newport. You've never heard of it before.
Yes, I do. I believe it is a equestrian. Having legs. this
Everything is
time.
horse related.
One of these days, I'm gonna actually introduce like the exact creature that Pewter is describing, and he'll be like, "I know not what this is." Flynn, you got a 16. 17. Okay. With a 17, Newport is a large port. It is a large city, kind of grimy, but there's a lot going on. And their big thing is that they have automated carriages, which is a new thing that no one thinks is safe, but they have them there. It's sort of like, it's like ground zero for that. And I'll say Herb with the 21. Newport is known for a lot of stuff. They've got a big theater world there. And it's also just kind of a large hub on the Western continent generally. And Priz, with your nat 20, this is fantasy New York. Just do with that what you will.
Right. Well, I played a gig there once with a good friend of mine. His name was Pibb, Mr. Pibb, and I heard he was very popular with a lot of the people in that area. I mean, at least from what I've read.
I'm gonna have to write Mr. Pibb into the lore.
You're welcome. You're welcome, all the fans that love Pibb.
Can I do a history check on Mr. Pibb?
Okay. Sure, go ahead.
Did you get in trouble for like pretending to be a doctor, and then it was a whole thing? Isn't he in jail?
Natural 2.
Natural 2.
Don't know things.
You know, not. You think he might be some sort of horse creature? All right, Elle's not on the boat. Be gone, Elle.
Priz, I had no idea you had an equestrian show. That is so cool.
Okay. I wasn't either, but I don't turn down a good gig.
Priz just yes-anding, like, yeah, no, I did horses, sure.
No, they've got a huge theater, beautiful theater district, lovely place to play.
Very progressive of you, Priz. Very forward thinking.
As you guys get on the boat, you notice that Maury has actually added some addendums. She's restocked her little like mini bar that she has, which you guys I feel like never use.
Yeah, I did not know that was a thing.
About it.
It's on the screen. You can see it.
Yeah, but let's just say some people have never been caught at it.
I mean, I think Maury would be able to tell if one of the bottles that she hadn't touched was like half empty the next time she checked in on it.
Suddenly had more water in it than it did before. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she restarted. She put some like little snacks and stuff. And she's actually started adding snacks that are specific for you guys. So like pewter, she's kind of figured out some of the rocks that you like to eat, and she's kind of stocked some of those. The other thing that you've noticed all over her boat is various forms of sage and other ways to deter ghosts. She seems very upset by the implication that there are ghosts on her boat, and she seems to be taking measures to prevent that. She goes, "Oh yeah, just so you know, snow is generally considered cold, so for those of you who need to bundle up, make sure you pack a lot of warm clothes, because I assume it's going to be pretty cold wherever we're going."
And it's okay.
Ocean?
Yeah, the cold never bothered me anyway.
Okay. And now we're going to get sued by Disney.
What? Who's this guy?
Who's this? Is that another horse?
Yeah, I would assume so.
That's Mr. Pibb's horse.
A horse has a horse?
Are these rock snacks complimentative? May I have them all right now before we embark?
If you eat them all now, then you won't have any later.
Yes, that's okay. I'm not so hungry when I'm on the boat and it is rocking back and forth and I'm spewing everywhere.
Well, then you should probably avoid eating the rocks now, because you're about to be on the boat. So then you'll have
really
something.
Hungry.
No, but you're putting stuff in your stomach to
Just
spew.
a nibble.
And guess who has to clean that up? I'll give you a hint. The name starts with an M and it ends with it's Maury. It's me. I have to clean it up.
It's
Not to
Maury.
get technical, but you do have like special, like mystical hands that do it for you, right?
Okay. I mean, yeah, but I'm doing it. They're not like, they don't have their own sentience.
Oh, that sounds exhausting.
Okay. Morius, like, you see the, like, clicking in her brain of, like, just that you genuinely just didn't understand that she's been doing all this work all this time.
I just thought you had people helping you. No, I had no idea.
I think she expected this from like Pewter and Herb, but seeing that you didn't understand Flynn, like something dies in her eyes. Yeah, this is one of the, we'll say, like, you guys are getting kind of a late start. You guys are leaving at around like 4 or 5 o'clock. So you guys will be coming in pretty late at night. Is there anything you want to do in the like 4-hour boat trip?
Yes.
To Newport? Yes.
Clean my boots. Clean my boots. Ridiculously. As well as possible.
Roll a man, what's the boot cleaning check?
Religion.
I like
I pray for this to work out.
my brain is going medicine because you are healing the boots.
Maybe performance.
Survival?
I could see survival. Survival's like my catch-all. Okay.
From the smell of it, sure. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Boots? Are they leather boots? You could do animal handling.
Well, the animal's been handled at this point, I fear.
Oh no.
His boots are like a religion.
Oh, what did you roll, Flynn?
I was a 10.
10. Yeah, unfortunately, 4 hours is not long enough to get the conglomerate of what was in these boots. I know at least vomit, but there was also probably some blart slime, which is problematic. You have no idea how to go about cleaning that. They're wearable, but it's like,
Questionably.
yeah, it's sad, you know, like it's just so much has been wasted with these boots.
This means I have to go back to buy a new pair.
I have a technical question.
Sure.
Is there a small lamb on the boat or no?
No.
Okay, just wanted to clarify.
As
here's
far
the
as we
thing.
know, anyway.
Yeah, if she was there, you wouldn't know. Unfortunately, Pewter has completely lost contact with Tuffet at this point. And
I thought I smelled smoke in the galley. That's why I was asking.
there's speculation that she can breathe underwater, so people aren't even sure if she's still on the Oasis. It's a real concern.
Wow.
You only see the wake.
I think that Mori also hoped that the giant salt circle that she put around her boat would also keep Tuffet off.
The ocean?
Yes, water. Technically, we should be okay.
The giant salt circle?
Is there anything else anyone else wants to do?
Well, right before we get there, I think I would like to. I thought this would take longer. For some reason, I thought it'd take an hour, but it says only 10 minutes. I can find a steed.
What? What do you mean, find a steed?
I can summon a spirit that assumes the form of an unusually intelligent, strong, and loyal steed. It can be a pony, a warhorse, a camel, an elk, a mastiff, or anything else the DM allows.
Why are they classing a mastiff as a horse?
It's a classic steed that everybody uses as a mastiff.
I think Flynn could ride a great mastiff.
You know, one of these days,
uncomfortably like Riz.
all of Pewter's animal companions are gonna like fuse together to form like a mech or something, and then I'm going to turn them into a villain and make you fight them.
Oh, no.
New friend.
No, yeah. What new friend do you want, and what JPEG am I about to rip off the internet?
It should just look like Priz. Uncomfortably like Priz.
Just like a lion with exactly Priz's
Just a
face.
horse with Priz's face.
So I specifically asked for something that I could pull off the internet, and you proceeded to describe something that I could not pull off the internet.
Let me make it simple.
Give me
Weirdest Aslan.
Yeah, pull up a picture of Aslan. If you could find a cursed Aslan, all the better. I'm trying to. I can tell Priz is, he needs a little pick me up after the whole festival situation. So I'm trying to make.
Let's
I
play.
was gonna say a lion, but I guess what Herb says is better. A horse with Frizz's face. And also, I want it to be. It's a celestial. It's automatically a celestial, and it's very intelligent apparently. So I'm like creating an abomination that is also self-aware that it's an abomination.
Okay.
Apparently, very attractive one. That's good.
Let's play a
Yeah.
game called "Is this a picture of Aslan or is this a picture from the stupid live-action Lion King movie?" And why does the CG look comparable, despite the fact that that movie came out so many years before? Anyway, I'm gonna get. This is. Okay. Well, no, see, I have fear in my heart. I worry about the copy-paste. No, the thing is, I worry about the copy-paste feature, because I worry about the last thing that I see. If I copy-pasted this, it would have done the last thing that I copy-pasted in this OBS file, which would have been bad. Because this is saving as a stupid WebP file. Listen, is the lion worth this...
No, it's fine.
No.
Herb, can you draw an MS Paint?
I'm already on it.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
all right.
Send that to the Discord when you get that done. Alright, so...
Oh, I can communicate with it telepathically when I'm within 1 mile, and it can understand one language of my choice.
What choice? I'm assuming you're gonna pick something you can't speak. Because
No. I will do... I will pick Dwarvish.
Do you speak Dwarvish? Yeah?
I do
You
speak
do speak
Dwarvish.
Dwarvish.
But no one else can speak.
Yeah,
to it.
I mean, it's already telepathic, so none of you would have been able to hear it anyway. But just as an added thing, it also speaks Dwarvish. Which, I guess, what that means is that the other three could not understand the creature that you've made. But now you've also made it so that the creature cannot understand the other three, because they're not
it
speaking
only
in Dwarvish.
Dwarvish. I didn't think about that, but it's too
Yeah.
late.
No common. Yeah, that wouldn't have done any fun at all.
It's probably best I translate for the group.
Alright. Well, perhaps okay, you said it takes 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
We should be done. But
I draw a circle with lots of like lines and stars and stuff like that. I'm putting rocks in the middle of the circle.
Yeah. You summon it at the bottom of the ocean and it immediately drowns.
Oh no. Is that really what happens?
No.
Oh.
I have to watch my head. I have to watch my face bobbing in the waves, screaming in Dwarvish while it sinks to the bottom. This is what I'm gonna watch.
It
I
said
like that
10
he can
minutes.
just repeatedly summon a horse he can just kill whenever he wants. Oh god. That's what we need.
I'm inclined to say that it's supposed to take 10 minutes, but Pewter, it takes you longer. So we'll say maybe it's waiting for you at the shore. How does that sound?
Okay. So I started like halfway there. I'm like, well, I'd like to hang out with them, get to know the guy. And so yeah, and then 2 hours later, I'm still this is the circle. It's a perfect circle. I don't understand. And it like totally caves. It looks like a nautical shell or something. The one that spins around.
Is he practicing his letters again? I don't understand what he's doing.
Mori with like her head in her hands because you're drawing on her, like on the deck of her ship, like permanent marker.
Yeah. Well, no, it's chalk, but I ran out of chalk when I drew this beautiful picture, and I have a picture of what it's supposed to look like because I came up with this creature, and it's exactly whatever Herb drew, or whatever Ryan drew. That's gonna pop up.
Okay, it's in Discord, and it needs to come to life.
Oh no!
This needs to.
I can
settle
like
out of
email you the
Patreon.
file. That'd be an easier way because it's like transparent.
Oh my
Blue.
god!
DM me an
Hold.
email. There's nothing.
We do see the file. It's coming.
Oh yeah, you guys can.
Well, yeah, while she's doing that, I was thinking about casting massage with my ring, but instead of message. But
I
It
love
just-
that you're
that would
already
require-
burning. This
No, but I
smells
chose.
like-
Yeah,
I chose
one-
not to. I chose not to because I realized I would have to cast it on someone on the boat to give it to me. Oh, that's okay.
This is
I
not
don't-
transparent, but I'm not planning
That's
on
why I
keeping
s-
it on screen for
that's
very
fine.
long in all candor. All
I
right, here it
see
is.
this?
And that
Okay,
white
I'm-
box is included.
It's
Do I actually see this happening on the boat?
Oh my god, it's glowing.
It's almost normal. That's the thing. Like, I'm imagining it's forming from, like, the feet up. So you all watch as what looks like a normal horse is getting formed.
And I'm smiling so hard. I've been covering up the picture every time Priz walks by because I don't want him to see. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. Ta-da!
It's
His
okay. In
name-
between sessions, you can make it transparent. So when Peter summons this every episode, we can have this on screen.
Alright, and it's gonna fade
His
away.
name
God.
is Peter the
What?
horse.
In the gods' names is that?
I don't want
Peter.
this on my boat anymore. I'm deeply uncomfortable.
I don't want it on my planet. Dude, what have you done?
Oh well, Priz, I'm glad you asked. I saw you were a little down in the dumps after you got dumped super hard at the carnival. So I made this in your honor.
I thought you were gonna say I made this so that you had a date.
I mean, he said he was doing horse shows with horses, so I thought maybe he loves horses. I made a horse that also looks like you, because you like looking at yourself in the mirror all the time, Priz. So I thought, well, he likes horses and he likes his own face, so
Yeah,
here you go.
he has a lovely face, but I mean, it's an abomination. I mean,
Okay, well,
his
luckily,
tail matches my mane. I get where you're going with the whole look, but good God, man, it's a horse with my face on it. No, it looks like me. It's my face.
okay,
Peter,
so the horse,
your unnamed
Peter
Peter. Peter
is very smart horse, okay? So you guys need to be nice, but also, luckily, he cannot understand anything you're saying. It's like jib-jab nonsense.
Yeah, Peter telepathically and in Dwarvish to you, Peter, goes, Father, what are they saying about me?
It's okay, son. It's okay. They love you. They love you. Everyone here just wants to be you. They're so jealous of you.
I cannot wait to meet the other Peters. I
well.
long for companions.
You are one of a kind, Peter. In more ways than one, and I think that we should leave that for a little while. You do have some siblings, actually. They don't quite look like you. I'm looking for one, so if you see Small Lamb, don't engage. Do not try to talk to her. Let me know, Peter, please. It's for your own safety.
Peter was directly
Or-
summoned as a counter for Miss Tuffet, and they're gonna have a big anime battle at the end of this. Peter trots.
Maury, where's the bar? Where's that bar again? I mean, you've got
it's-
some strong.
She's
liquor,
she's
right?
already there. She's already there. And she's like pouring a glass and her hands are shaking.
Pour me one, love. Pour me one.
I'm holding up a bottle to Peter's chin, and it's just going all over his mane. See, Prez, he likes to drink too, just like you.
This is like
right,
some-
Peter?
This is like some the face stealer stuff. Like, I don't. Peter trots rather over to the side of the boat and
Yes.
stares longingly, mane / beard shifting in the sea winds.
Oh, he's beautiful, isn't he, Flynn?
I think he's beautiful, Peter.
Thank
You have a
you,
blessed
Aaron.
mind.
Flynn is very intentionally not saying anything right at me. He seems lost for words.
Understatement.
I'm a bit lost myself.
Well, fun antics aside, you've certainly found a way to entertain yourselves for the trip. And around nightfall, you will say that the snow has continued to kind of fall. It's been very, very small amounts. It's kind of very scattered. But it is faintly snowing. And it is getting more and more dense the closer you get to shore. And you arrive in Newport around nighttime. And this is the part where I question if I switched over to the Newport environment. So we're going to find out together and hope that nothing is on this screen that's going to be a huge spoiler. Yay! Okay.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! It is nighttime when you arrive, and it is pretty apparent that there's a ambient nightlife in this town. It is again, it's fantasy New York. What were you saying?
No, I was just coming when I come off the boat. I'm at Newport, a wonderful town. It's an inside thing.
See, praise you can sing. You know, Peter can sing too, actually. I think. All the parts are there.
Peter only does Gregorian throat singing. It just makes.
Let's hear
what that
some
sounds
of
like?
that.
No.
Yeah, can we hear some of that,
Maggie, do you
Peter?
wanna-
No, we can't.
I brush his mane lovingly.
He stares into the stars and wonders what he is and what his purpose is. He's gonna have a Disney princess arc.
It will not have a good ending.
No.
Peter did not think through his whole purpose situation. So.
Maury goes.
I'm a little concerned when he walks through Newport with my face on. I mean, I'm known here. I've performed. They're gonna be like, "Oh God, Chris, what happened? Who put this spell on you?" And he'll be gibbering away in some language I don't know. It's gonna be crazy.
Well, please, he can't speak. He would try to speak with them telepathically in Dwarvish.
Oh my God, it just gets worse. Oh.
But yeah, Maury goes, okay, so I'm gonna, pay the fees and everything here. You guys probably are gonna want to secure, like, an inn or something. And then in the morning, ideally, we can ask around for, like, where the snowstorm's coming from. That's the goal.
Everybody
I
keep
just-
your eyes open for a very tall mountain nearby. Do we see any mountains? I'm looking around.
I don't see any.
Hold on, I'm pulling up the map because I genuinely am trying to think. Hi, map. Everyone say hi to the map.
I thought you were pulling up a New York City map. I swore I thought you were
To check if there are mountains in New York City.
Ah, yes. The classic Manhattan Island.
Mount Hatton.
that we all love.
Yes.
Great skiing.
No, there's not any mountains immediately nearby. Actually, I'm looking at this map and wondering if there are any mountains. Oh, here they are. They're just all
There's
up
some
here.
there.
And then there's some down here. They're very concentrated areas of the map.
For a magical map that talks to me, I don't. You're a little unenthusiastic.
Hey. Okay, bye map. But yeah. So, Pewter, to answer your question, you do not see any mountains nearby.
Okay, all right.
Yes, and just to FYI, is a little background here. With my entertainer thing, it's in addition. Your performances make you something of a local figure if I've ever played here before. When strangers recognize you in town where you perform, they typically take a liking to you and recognize me.
Okay, I'm gonna add an addendum to that. If you
They
no,
also-
hold on.
They
I
also
need you
like and recognize the horse creature.
Yeah, what if they think that you remember the face? And then they're like, who's that other guy?
I just said they're gonna think I've been cursed by some wizard.
I need to. I have to
lifestyle
apply a
choice.
little bit of logic here.
Okay.
If you performed once in New York City, would you then anticipate that every citizen of New York has now recognized and heard of you?
Well, I mean, you say one performance. I mean, it was a limited engagement. I'll grant you, but it wasn't like one performance. I mean, get a new entertainer every night.
Alright.
But not everyone doesn't know me. But I mean,
All right, I'll throw this one out there. You remember the inn that you performed at, and I'll say that the people at that inn know who you are.
Right, because it says at such a place I receive free lodging and food for a modest, comfortable standard, depending on the quality of the establishment, as long as I perform each night. But I don't know that I'm here to perform, but yes, I would like to take everyone to the inn that I played at before because, they know me there.
All right. You head to the Grunch Inn.
This is nice, Priz. Oh.
I remember it
the
being
sign
nicer.
I like that the sign is only hanging by one chain, so it kind of spins around like crazy in the wind. I love that.
Riz, did you have any like stage names here? Like anything people would know you by?
No, I was performing it. I'm pretty sure I was performing as Priz, but for some reason that question seems odd to me. So, yeah, I was performing as Priz. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe it was before you did your whole name switcheroo thing.
Yeah.
You told us about all that, remember?
Remember when you outed your entire backstory for one item?
No, but the problem is, I when I try to think about it, I mean, I can really think hard, and it just won't come back to me.
Priz,
Anyway,
as you're
yeah.
kind of staring at the ground sadly outside the Grunch Inn, you notice that despite the fact there's a very light dusting of snow on the ground, you see that there is a dandelion poking out of the snow. Which is odd because, dandelions are very fragile weeds, and you would think that they would have blown away. But alas, there it is.
I grab and eat it.
I was gonna say Pitor eats it and then turns and stares at
I pushed Vitor out of the way.
This is our group. This is it. Why do we have the same thoughts?
When you pluck one and shove it into your mouth, Herb, you see a second one about like half a foot away.
Pitor gets that one. Pitor gets it.
Oppose dexterity.
Yeah, sure. Roll opposing dexterity checks.
How much dexterity
Isn't this
does
so touching to see our group really
does
bonding over this? This is
Peter
great.
have?
Pitor got a 1. He's new to life, and his legs trip him up.
Okay, my D&D Beyond is going at 2 frames a second. It's taking me 30 seconds to roll a dice.
Oh, did you not pay for premium?
Oh my bad. It's
Forced
I got an
obsolescence, Okay. Well, an 8 is actually gonna beat Pitor's 1. Pitor gets too excited about the dandelion, slips on the ice, bashes his head on the barrel, chips a tooth, and falls unconscious.
Well, if he drops down to 0,
That is not a good look for
he
you.
actually disappears, and I can resummon him.
Well, you'll have
More for me.
You'll have to resummon him in 10 minutes.
Well, apparently it takes me 2 hours. Thanks, DM.
No, you learned how to do it now. It just took you a while to figure out but
I roll against Herb to see while he ate the first one.
well,
if I
so
can snatch his
Herb got the
food.
second one, but alas, a third one has popped up a foot away.
I would like to grab it and not eat it.
I'm on all fours galloping towards They taste so good.
Regardless, Priz, when
It's a rare delicacy. This must be goblin code. Something about no dandelion goes uneaten.
Nonetheless,
No, they just taste good. Nothing to do with the goblin food.
We found goblin catnip.
pretty much, Priz, you pluck the third one from the ground, and a fourth one a foot away appears. Flynn, roll a perception check for me.
Man, I was just watching my friends go to pasture, but sure.
I put mine in the lapel, by the way.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. These do appear to be forming some sort of path. Like they're kind of leading you towards what appears to be like an alley between the two buildings.
Guys, before you consume any more, I know Priz, that looks delicious, but like this is like magic, right? Like, look, there's more of them, and they're kind of making a path that way. I'm getting some weird vibes from it. I don't know about you guys. And I look over and I assume there's like 3 in Herb's mouth.
Yeah.
No.
I'm standing up next to Priz. I'm going, Priz, look, I think a guy over there recognized you. And I'd like to roll sleight of hand to get the dandelion out of his lapel. if that's allowed.
Sure, go ahead. Well, okay, 2 things. I need you to make a deception check for me.
I got a 1, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
The whole time you're talking, you're staring at the dandelion.
Yeah. It's
So,
You're
I like it
drooling a
noted
little
that with a 1, I slap his hand away from you and go, "Get with my dandelion."
Fair enough.
This whole thing reminds me of game from back home, Whack the Moles, and when the moles pop out of the tunnel, you just smash their heads with my maul, and they die.
you smash the heads
Oh.
with the mole?
No, with my maul.
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 M-A-U-L.
All
Okay.
the mole.
Yes, you
exact-
hit maul with maul. I don't understand what is so confusing.
to the mall, the
mystical
mall, the mall.
voice.
It's obvious.
Flynn, I do want to say though, to your point, I've seen dandelions. I've never seen a dandelion grow instantaneously, much less out of the snow. So I think there's something to what you're saying.
At first I thought it was you were doing some magic or something. But yeah, this is something different. I think about Leaf.
Okay.
So I did think about poisoning dandelions, but Pewter can't get to them fast enough because of the whole horse thing. But no, I didn't do that.
You think of Leaf, and so Leaf shall appear.
How tall is he?
He is 6 foot.
Big size.
Yes, he is big sized.
No, Flynn, that's the wrong guy. That's not Leaf. Send them back.
I'm sorry, guys. I messed something up. Hold on. I send him back and I bring him back.
Okay.
Hey, look, it happens all the time, I'm sure. Summoning is
I know, guys.
so
I'm
easy.
sorry. I'm sorry. Let me try harder.
Yeah, you unsummon him and summon him. Something must be wrong because he keeps coming back as what appears to be like a 6 foot tall elven man, which certainly cannot be your little leafy guy.
This is
You're like,
Yeah, okay, Leaf. I thought you had like an allergic reaction at the fair, and I thought that's why you were so big. But like, what's going on?
I'm gonna gloss over the fact that you thought an allergic reaction could cause this.
I thought you were Leaf's dad, because you're a bigger version of him. Are you okay?
No. Leaf goes, no, okay, listen, I have, see this necklace? And he pulls out, it's hidden by this art, and unfortunately I don't have a close-up of it, but he's wearing a gold chain necklace, and he goes, I bought this, and it's, enchanted with a very powerful version of the, enlarge person spell. I think the intent was to turn someone your size into like a giant, but for me, it just sort of is convenient. I mean, it's very difficult to operate on Oasis when it is very clearly built for people of a much different size category than me.
Yeah. So how often do you let people borrow that?
Never. It's mine.
Yeah, Flynn, that would do you wonders, mate.
I mean, of course it wouldn't be for me or anything, but like,
No.
if it happened to be used by someone else, like, I mean, that's
Okay, I don't
totally a friend thing to
I
do.
don't think you realize how
Logistically-
dangerous that would be. Like, hypothetically, if someone your size was to wear this, you would, like, level a city.
Yes, hypothetically, we would also look at who is actually the biggest because they would get the most bang for their gold. You know what I mean? If there was like giant dinosaur or something, right? Like which one of us would get really big to fight the big dinosaur on the island? You know?
Okay,
Right.
again, this is
We
not like a communal item. This is mine. It is exclusively mine, and none of you are allowed to ever use it.
We should put it on Pooter the horse or whatever it was called. We could have a really big horse that all of us could ride.
I like
pretty sure it was
Putor. That's a cool name, but it was
Petor?
Petor. Yes.
It's like Petor.
Yes.
I
Uh,
think that's
my-
worse, but
My little brother.
Leaf goes, "What the hell is Pito? Oh my god!" And he looks down and sees the, like Petor
Oh, he has one hit
turning
point.
to
He's
ash.
still here.
He's like Infinity War dusting away. So there's like half a Petor on the ground.
But the head is the last bit to go.
Yeah.
I hold his hoof and I hold the back of his head. And I say, "You can call me Big Bro from now on. I will bring you back later. Don't worry."
Big brother.
If every time I see it,
Yes,
every time I
big
see it, it's disgusting.
DM, please let him say, "I don't feel so good, Mr. Peter."
Yeah, the I don't feel so good, Mr. Pewter is much better than the reference I was making.
Well, I was going with the wrong head, wrong body situation.
Yeah.
I was leading into.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Leaf
Anyway,
goes,
so-
so why did you, okay, well, I assume there's a, well, you know, say that I assume there's a reason you summoned me, but honestly, 9 times out of 10, there isn't, so do you need me to do something?
Oh, yeah, that's right. The messaging. No, I'll get it. I promise. I'll get it. Those, and I point towards the dandelions. You know how you looked down the alley last time, and I was a little nervous about it, and I wanted you to go ahead of us? Could you do that again?
Didn't he like completely dropped the ball on that last time though and said nothing was wrong and then we went in there and there was something anyway?
I thought there was
Oh,
a raccoon
yeah.
there. Was there not a raccoon?
That I don't think that
It might have been a raccoon, and also Priz spilling his guts about his past. But I think that was a, net gain, right?
Yes, we get to learn about our friend Priz.
So it's,
We could always sing. We could always sing. You know.
it
Well, I
seems
don't
like
know.
you guys have this handled, and you don't really need me, so it seems like you,
Wait a second.
there's a
the
sage at
wings?
the end of the yummy flowers. Go check it out.
Well, that leaf's so big he can't fly in there and do his thing. You know. We could always send Iggy.
Iggy's bigger than Leaf.
Wait, I think I
Yeah,
thought you
but-
were just going to ask him about flowers since he's a leaf and these are flowers.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point.
You assume because my name is Leaf that I know about flowers. Well, first of all, a dandelion is a weed.
See, he does know. He knows all
No,
about
it's a
this
delicacy.
Hey, bro, if you're eating those, just be careful because there's a variant of dandelions that is incredibly toxic. You know that, I
Not to
assume.
goblins.
Okay, well, see, the trick with that,
Let's not go there, Leaf.
Oh, so he should be fine then. Okay, he's aware.
He's clearly not dandelion intolerant. He should be good.
but Leaf goes, I mean, okay, so, I mean, it just seems like there's dandelions here. They're weeds. They kind of show up everywhere. They're annoying. I don't know what you want me to say here.
If they're normal, go follow them.
Okay, I can see that they lead into the spooky, scary alleyway, and I personally don't really feel like going in there right now. I was in the middle of reading, and you summoned me, and I don't. This doesn't feel like an emergency. This feels like we're sacrificing Leaf because we don't want to go in there moment, and I didn't really sign up for that, I'm gonna be honest.
I don't think we should sacrifice Leaf.
Well, no, but think of it this way, Leaf. If you go in there, all you got to do is scream, Flynn wishes you back, and you're right back. Bingo, bongo,
No,
back
see,
beside
I've learned not to trust that is the course of actions that is going to happen.
Okay, here.
Good point.
What if Flynn showed that he was willing to share his shiny amulet that he earlier said was just for him, and he wouldn't share it with anybody, but now you'll see that he is sharing his
You're
shiny
not
amulet.
getting the necklace.
I don't know what you're talking about, first of all. I am not interested in your delicious-looking jewel at all, okay? But I just think maybe if you don't trust Flynn with the unsummoning, just temporarily, Flynn could hand it over to someone more trustworthy of your choosing.
He kind of sighs. Oh, doing the leaf voice causes my voice to break down. It's fine, I'm committing. Leaf goes, okay, listen, look, I'll walk over there. And he walks over to, like, the edge of the alleyway, and he looks down and goes, okay, it looks like there's some, like, trash bins and dumpsters. And oh, look, maybe there's a raccoon. Who knows? It's
The dandelion sage. He's in that dumpster.
the dandelion sage. The sage of earth, the sage of fire, and the sage of dandelion.
You don't know.
I think I really want to see what the raccoon looks like. I keep hearing about these raccoons.
Oh,
which I
there was a
assume-
raccoon in there.
Well, we should probably get in
Step
there.
aside.
Okay, can you send me
Maybe
back
go look
now,
for the raccoon.
please?
That's not my job.
Can I insight his reading a book in quotations?
He got
Yes.
That's a dirty 20.
He probably wasn't reading a book.
Were you holding hands with Liz?
I say with like the smirk.
You see him, is this the right expression? Yeah. He goes, listen, wait, okay, holding hands? That's the, never mind. Point being,
And then I unsummon him after I
okay,
giggle.
okay. Alright, you unsummon.
I love that he pops back in front of Liz with that facial expression. With no warning, just pops in like that.
She should expect that.
I mean, yeah, she
he's been
knows
out
he's a
us.
sage at this point, so I think he's. This
she
is
knows
not
where
the
he's
first
going.
She
time.
knows who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you all are left with the dandelion path into the dark alleyway.
I think Herb's going in. I'm
Herb's-
following
Is
him.
there a
Going in,
kind of
Peter's
perception
going
roll
in.
for the raccoon?
You can
we'll
search
follow.
for the raccoon.
Yeah.
Yes. Roll to search for raccoon.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
walking
doing
with
it.
Flynn.
The dice is so slow. It's insane. Okay. 14.
14.
I got a 9 investigation.
You got a 9. Okay. 14 and
Are
9.
we all rolling investigation?
If you would like to search for the raccoon, you can do
Can
that.
I don my detective gear and gain advantage?
Oh, I rocked a 7. All right.
I get a 19, but don't say anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Spoiler alert. None of you see a raccoon. Hold on. I'm having an issue with the music. 1 second.
Is this a raccoon? I hold up a rock.
Not
don't-
quite. Looks kind
I
of
don't think
similar,
so.
but more angry.
Tell me if you see one.
Fellas, this looks familiar.
No, these are garbage cans in here. I don't know what you're talking about, Prince.
No, I'm talking about that freak puppet show thing at the end there, the end of the alley.
Oh, you mean the spooky box that has things hanging in it and different really weird items?
Right, exactly. It's we've seen this show before.
Oh, this is where Priz told us all about his him not having name anymore.
I remember there being more cowboys.
Yeah, I remember there being a person in the booth too. I guess he's out. He's busy.
Can't be the same thing.
Funny,
flavor
I
market.
remember the same thing.
Oh, there he is. That's the guy I remember.
Yeah, that's him.
Have you seen a raccoon around here?
Hi.
No, I don't generally make the acquaintances of raccoons. They're kind of boring, honestly.
I don't think anyone's ever said that about raccoons. I think they're I think they get up to mischief.
I've heard so much about these raccoons. I simply have to see one at some point, or I will actually go insane.
Do you think you could summon a raccoon steed? I guess
Yes,
you don't know
but
what it is, so that would be really difficult. But
I can get a new steed, but I have to let Peter cease to exist if I am to create a new one, and I feel like that is
No, that's
a line
good.
I'm not ready to cross yet.
I think that's a great
price would be
idea.
too high.
I will draw you a picture of a raccoon, Pewter. I'll draw you a beautiful raccoon.
the
if you
price
just
would be
let
too high.
you just let the nameless one go.
You know,
Anyway, I think we should.
yeah, we're getting sidetracked.
Yes, right.
Oh no, I find it really amusing, actually.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know the drill. Same thing as last time. I have some items. Same items, actually. In case you forgot. Here they are. And as always, I trade in stories. That being said, let me add an addendum. It was Priz, right? That was your name?
Right.
So, last time, you shared your little story with me, which told me some things about your character. Namely, that there is no corner of your soul you wouldn't turn over for something. So, since I'm no interested in your leftover backstory, I'm no longer interested in a trade from you.
No, I'm happy to bow out for my friends here.
Oh, how sweet of you. That's really nice and genuine, and definitely not at all a ploy to seem nicer than you are. So, how's everyone
For
else
the record,
doing?
I shared my ring, but go, fellas.
I think you're a very nice guy, Priz. We are very good friends, Mr. Yellow Face Man. In fact, I just honored Priz with a magical steed with his likeness.
How quaint.
You have 2 hours? You want to see it? I could whip it together again, you know?
Honestly, if you sell us a horse mask that we can hide its face with, I honestly would pay any type of information you want.
You would trade your life
maybe
story
let's not.
for one horse mask.
No, not really, but I really don't want to see that face again on that horse.
Flynn, it's the thought that counts, mate.
You know, Lynn, actually, you want to share your story anyway. It sounds like maybe you've got something to say, you know?
I don't know why you would say that.
I just feel like we've all been learning a little bit about. We keep hearing about, you know, your shoes. You really like your shoes. They're nice
Yeah,
shoes.
I mean, doesn't everybody like their shoes?
But like Herb was saying, Herb, you know, you were saying that thing about the shoe store or whatever.
Yeah, the shoe store with your name.
I mean, totally common and very relatable name. Seen all across the world.
You sure you don't want to just, you know, I feel like you're almost there, you know, you just open up to us. We're all your good friends, Flynn.
Is he my good friend? I'm staring at the blank-faced mask.
And I don't think so.
Yeah, I kind of got he just laughed, and I think my whole body just shook. Priz, do you feel like you still have your soul after you talked about your story?
Yeah, I feel my soul's intact.
Trading souls is boring.
He just wanted in on my secrets. Painful as that might be, it almost felt cathartic.
Okay. If you
It's-
guys really want one of those items.
It's up to you, you know. If you don't want to, I agree. This guy's a little sketchy. I mean, you know, you and Herb can talk about it. I wish I could help here, but I actually do not even know what I would say.
You know, I think it's worth noting, since you all seem so reluctant to share, which I really don't understand. It's not like your lives are that interesting. I would accept information on your cohorts next time we were to run into each other if you have no interest in the items I have.
My friends really liked those items, and
Why don't you
they've
come
done so
to
much
you,
for me.
Flynn?
No, it's okay.
I step forward and I pull off one of my boots and I flip out the inside of one of the soles. And inside you see there are initials. The initials are VM.
These are my dad's boots. I mean, I think it's rather silly at this point. I think you guys kind of figured it out, but I'm not so, well, not so in a good relationship with my family. I mean, they want me to come back, but I don't. And they do own the Missile Pot footwear, and I do like boots, and we make some really, really good stuff. But I just don't know if that's my life or what I want. My dad didn't either. He was an adventurer. He wanted to do things and see places. I mean, I assume. I mean, he said he had to go out for eggs, like, when I was 3, and I don't know. He must be a really amazing guy. Like, this isn't a really original backstory that, like, my dad disappeared, and, you know, I think he's really cool, and he's off doing things, but, anyways. My mom wants me to take over the business, and it's just not for me. And, this may come as a surprise, but I'm also not really an adult yet so much. I mean, I'm short because I'm a halfling, but also, you know, well, let's just say my mom should be telling me what I need to do, and I did not like that, so I ran for it. And I've been on the run ever since.
So are you like 7?
No. Like,
He's
I don't
probably
know
like
goblin
he's probably
years.
like 400 years old. He's just a little guy.
9?
400.
Huh?
10.
You know, Flynn, I thank you for sharing. I think that this is very good. If you would like, I will give you. We can initiate a group hug with all 4 of us.
Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. No, I mean, I gotta give you props. It's a really original backstory. But I suppose that you gave me what I asked for, and I'm a little between stock at the moment, and I feel like there's a lot there that I can use. So, take your pick. You get one of the 3. And if you need any reminders on what they are or what they do, I suppose I could help you out.
Okay, that's good, because honestly, I just remember my friends liked these, and I did not remember what they did.
I think one of them is a tasty snack. And the other ones, one of them, and the one on the right, it makes somebody go bye-bye forever. And the one on the left is a book. I know it's kind of tricky, but that's what I'm seeing. I don't know if you see the same thing.
For the record, it's a book of spells, it's a weapon of some kind, and it's a sending stone, whose owner I'm not even aware of.
Well, I mean, I can't really use it, but I know you guys were really interested in the book. I mean, I know, Pewter, you really like the tasty treat, but... Herb, Priz, what do you guys think?
I think Pewter should have the book. He's been making such good progress with his reading. I think this could really help him out.
He did spend 2 hours on the boat. I mean, he's really been practicing.
Yes, the first 2 hours reading up on horse anatomy.
Yeah, that was the book he picked out. Horse anatomy.
If we take a look at what he's done with his spells so far and maybe determine whether that's a wise move.
Hey,
it just seems like dirty book, if I'm being honest.
That's what makes it interesting.
I guess, to each their own. Flynn, I think you should I think that it was very brave of you to tell us all about, your father, who I assume is just a bigger version of you. And you should pick which of these speaks to you the most,
I mean, I kind of might feel a little drunk with power if I had a sending stone to someone and I had the amulet and, I don't know. That might be a little much.
I should add an addendum. The sending stone only has one frequency. It doesn't allow for the input of any other frequencies. And furthermore, the voice on the other side just seems to be coming through in clicks and dashes. So, honestly, I'm just trying to pawn some junk off on you.
Huh. You sold me. I'm gonna get this book of spells.
Alright. Well, if that's all for our little transaction, I need to be heading out. But it was lovely speaking to you all again. I can't wait to see you soon.
It is very nice. We all think you are a cool guy.
Can the raccoon be real next time? Damn it.
I am starting to think you are all pulling on my legs about this.
Hey,
raccoon.
I'm back. What's up? Sorry about that.
I made some questionable character choices while you were gone.
Oh,
if you knew.
Great. I hope it wasn't anything too big, because obviously...
No, it's going to change the art drastically.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
He's dating the horse now.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I mean, it got weird.
I mean,
It got
that's
We
weird.
left
gonna...
Newport too. We're back. We're somewhere else.
Of course.
We just went east.
Yeah, let's just switch up this music. It's a little creepy. But in that case, we'll put you guys back in Newport. Not sure how we got to that other place. And you are outside the Grunch Inn, where Priz last performed. And if you choose to walk inside, ?
Well, I definitely want to go inside.
Okay.
They love me here.
I guess we'll all follow Priz in. I mean, I will at least.
I will follow Peter
follow him
and
in.
gently put a book of questionable spells into his hand.
As we're walking in, I take the dandelion out of my collar and I slip it to Herb.
Thank you.
Yeah, you walk in, and it's reasonably busy. It's definitely kind of on the shadier side of inns, all things considered. But per your last performance, the bartender does seem to recognize you, Priz, as you approach. And
I would know his name.
you would know his name. And
Is it Pib?
it's not. It's actually
just kidding.
Sid. You were actually pretty close, all things considered.
It's Mr. Sid. I got it.
And he goes, yes, hello, Mr. Priz. Welcome back to the Grunch Inn.
Oh, Sid, it's lovely to see you, mate. The place is looking right. Yeah, it is. It's definitely looking.
Thank
Looking
you.
grunchy.
Can I set up around here for my friends?
Oh, yes. I will go and acquire the drinks. I'm committing to this voice now. we're just gonna
Amazing.
see where it goes. Sid turns around and he starts preparing some sort of drink. You didn't specify, and he's just grabbing stuff, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's a house special, guys. You'll love it.
Looks like he's just pouring a little bit of everything into one cup.
Yeah.
It's called
I'm pretty sure
grunge
I saw his
water.
tongue lick the rim at some point. Like, what is it?
Make sure Pewters is on the rocks, though. That's important.
You
Yes.
You see him go to do the thing where he puts sugar around the rim, but instead he takes a full drink and flips it over, and it just spills onto the counter.
He must be new here.
Priz, you distinctly remember this is the owner of the inn. You see him flip it over, now with either sugar or salt around the rim, or perhaps something else, and he puts the empty glass on the table in like a puddle that is now spreading and dripping onto the floor. And he goes, "Here is your drink."
Yeah. I don't remember it being served this way last time.
Wait, hold on. And he goes and he puts a little paper umbrella in it.
Right.
Would you
Yeah,
like to
okay.
perform, Mr. O'Near?
We just blew into town. Maybe tomorrow night. That's also gives you time to get a little word of mouth going. Instead of just popping up like that.
If you do a little ditty, then the first night is free. I'm leaning into I don't know what's happening to this voice. We're
It's strong Igor vibes.
yeah,
is what I'm
that's
doing.
what I'm trying to do. I can't do a Peter Lorre impression. I wish I could.
Oh.
I'm like elbow prison whisper age band.
Oh no! Oh! I love where your head is, but I just if they burn down this place, I don't want to ruin this. This is my
Would it be that big of a tragedy?
no. So,
Group performance?
I can play pen
I would
flute.
love if your friends all participated.
yeah, right. Well, okay. Well, I'll do a little ditty, just one here, a quick one for the house. Right. Okay. So I proceed to go up on stage to what I assume is little to scattered applause.
Yeah, there's
For
some
the happy
there's some
moment.
muted
Yeah. I was thinking that was probably what I was getting. And I was just hello. Great to be back here at the Grunge.
grunge.
And I'd like the Grunge. That's what I said. The Grunge.
Oh, Piotr! I mean, Prince. Peter's my name. Howdy, Prince. You're doing great. And look at
And I thought a lot of myself. Anyway, all right. Well, so I go on to perform a couple of my biggest hits.
Roll a performance
none
check
of
for
which
me.
none of which I took from any other artist. My performance roll is a 12 plus 18.
18. And I am going to need further clarification whether that was a genuine statement or whether you are plagiarizing. I do need to know that.
Wait, what was that last part?
Are these all 100% Prisoneer originals?
As best that you know.
They're the
I have
Chris
to
Paul
know.
version of Michael Keys.
Yes. Okay. I'm only gonna do
Keys.
three. I'm only gonna do 3 songs, and they are Priz O'Near originals.
Okay.
But I only have 3 songs basically. They're
Okay.
mine.
Around song, so 18. Your first song, pretty popular. People seem to like it. Second song, people also seem to like. But as you're starting the third song, someone does shout out, play some Michael Keys! Go play some Michael Keys!
Flynn, stop. He's doing his best.
I just love Michael Keys so much. He has to know them.
Yeah. Right. Well, no. Actually, we just got here, but come back tomorrow night, and I might play something else.
Play Wonderwall!
But I love you
on the
too.
flute.
All right. Thank you. Tomorrow I'll be doing some yarling, so we'll be playing. Might be my war gong out. Who knows? But thank you all. Have a nice
war
evening. Enjoy the
gong!
drinks. Make sure to tip Sid there, no matter how poorly
Yes.
he handles things.
He tries to clap, but he scales and like his claws are just kind of. Yeah, he goes, please, that was lovely. Free room
I'd
for
like-
you and friends. Best room.
Thank you.
I'd like to look at the menu and order the only 2 things on there, which is a Grunch dog and Grunch water.
Yeah. Well, you already
Have a
had the
bowl of
Grunch water.
Captain Crunch.
Well, no, I mean,
Yeah.
there was one that was attempted to be given to Priz, but, you know.
You are handed a grunched dog, and it's a grunched dog. Grunch apostrophe
Oh,
D.
no.
The dog has been grunched.
Oh. Oh. Wait, what does that mean?
It appears
As
it appears to be a tube of stale bread sandwiched between 2 ambiguous foul-smelling meats.
Perfect.
And the Grunch water appears to be some form of greenish-brown liquid, and you are unsure of its ingredients.
Perfect. I'm just gonna consume both.
Roll a Constitution check for me.
Can I get advantage because I eat, like, hoof glue?
Yeah, all right.
This is like his daily.
Oh no, this is gonna take forever. I forgot. Rolling
Uh,
2 dice is gonna be a lot. Okay, the
let's
first one
take
I
our-
got an 18, so plus 2, so that's time to please spare me from having to roll another one.
Okay, yeah. With a 20. The Grunch water appears to be some mixture of gin and scotch together, with also black licorice liquid, grenadine, and about 2 tablespoons of salt.
And dandelion.
and topped with a dandelion and also a little paper umbrella. And
Can't forget the umbrella.
the grunched dog, you do not know what that is composed of, and you probably never will.
Don't care.
Even with a 20, it does not play well in your stomach. You're not going to have any like material disadvantages, but just know that you don't feel great about eating it. And that's saying something, because you eat horse glue.
I lean over to Flynn. Flynn, I should have told you guys. I play here. I don't eat here. There's a lot nicer places in Newport to get a bit of grub.
You guys should try this. This is really good.
Yeah, I don't want what he was having, but I was trying to get a bowl of the Captain Grunch, but they haven't served it yet.
You
I think
see
it's only for breakfast.
Herb holds out the grunched dog, and like where he took a bite out of it, you see like a cockroach crawl out and like scamper out. Sid
Peter
goes,
will-
"Oh, you wanted the Captain Grunch? It is it's special. Hold." And you see him walk into the back room and close the door, and then very distantly,
Flynn. Oh, never. I can't stop it now.
What do you think he's doing?
You don't want to
good.
know.
I think he's grunching in there right now.
Probably, honestly. This is the grunge verb.
It'd be easy to digest, I'll tell you that.
Oh no!
I should have told you we call Sid the captain. I should have told you we call Sid the captain.
I'll never be able to eat cereal again.
All the memories are flooding back. It is flooding back now.
Sid returns.
I'm so glad I can smell.
Sid returns with a bowl that I shan't describe.
Oh,
It's got the censored screen over it, so it's
There's like the fishbone and like the
yeah.
Skulls coming off it.
yeah.
oh, it smells like my boots. Oh no.
Glenn, you specifically ordered this. You make
You
them go do all
ordered
this work.
all this work.
Don't waste food.
Are you making fun of me?
Try to smell it first before I try to eat it.
Hey, Pewter. Don't
Yes.
you have a way of making food edible?
Flynn, roll a Constitution check.
I actually did, but
smelling
I had to prepare my spells, and I actually stopped remembering how to do that one, so I could summon that horse for you. Petor.
3, 2, 1. Pewter forgot how to learn purify food and drink, but Pewter learned summon steed. Pewter
Summon
can,
Petor.
Yeah.
if you get
Sorry about
Pewter
that,
to
Flynn.
a
I
move
tried.
reminder, he'll be okay. As long as you have a heart scale.
I move the bowl a little closer. I take a whiff, and I only get a 6.
Flynn, you feel lightheaded and not. It's bad. It's bad, Flynn.
Okay, I full fall backwards off the stool, and just near pass out.
That is the aroma of the Captain Grunch.
I put a hand on Flynn. Is Flynn unconscious? Are you unconscious?
It seems
I
so.
think that.
Flynn,
I think that might be.
not
it.
answering.
Oh, what happened? What happened? Where am I?
You got grunched, man.
now you have to put your picture on the wall next to all those other.
There's a wall of
Grunch.
pictures, and it's all people who are like clearly unconscious and unwell.
Lots of X's on eyes.
Yeah.
You started scribbling your portrait
Some of them
so
are
quickly.
grayscale, and it has like a little in memoriam written below it.
I like wipe the snot coming out of my nose and the tears coming from my eyes. Ugh, what's going on? Where am I? What happened?
Flynn, courtesy dictates you have to eat this, but I will tell you
What?
that if you dedicate yourself to the Boulder service, I can help you.
Well,
You have-
last thing I remember is we got off the boat. What happened?
In your delirium, you hear a and you look up to see Sid has taken a Polaroid picture of you to go put on the wall.
The bar is just chanting grunch, grunch, grunch.
You see, for the first time, you notice that everyone sitting in this bar has brought food and drink from home. They all have little lunch boxes and thermoses.
Oh, this seems like a fun place. Grunch, grunch, grunch. Why are they saying grunch?
You got grunched.
Flynn, just don't smell. Keep your nose close.
Oh,
You'll be
Okay.
stuck in a time loop. I pushed the bowl away.
You see him remove the bowl, and you see him open up a cabinet that is just full of untouched bowls, full of brunch, and he just sets it in there and closes it.
Oh, I was wondering what those visible stink lines were coming
Yeah.
from. Now it's so clear.
You see him scamper underneath the bar and withdraw a single room key, and he goes, "This is the room for you four. Thank you for consuming grunch."
You're so welcome.
Oh, you're
Hey,
welcome, Sid.
Also, I see you have this little sign. I've got a tip for you. If you see a small lamb-like creature, just run. Run as fast as you can. Don't look back.
"Oh, you mean that?" And he points to the grunch wall. And an unconscious Miss Tuffet is lying in one of the pictures.
Not even Miss Tubbett could withstand it. This is deadly.
She was following us, and then when we all went in, she was standing in the alleyway hissing. You cannot enter this place. I feel much better. We are very safe here, it seems.
Sid,
Maybe we
one
should
other
bag
question.
some.
Oh. Well, hey, Sid, I got a quick question for you though. Yeah,
Yes.
we noticed a bit of snow outside. How recent has that been? When did that start here?
It started 4 days ago.
Oh, it is unusual for this part of the world, isn't it? If I recall.
Yes.
Oh, if anybody,
Never
have you heard
snows in New
any?
York.
You heard any word, or has anybody been talking about it? Anyone acting weird about the snap?
No.
Oh. Sid, you've always been the conversationalist and my friend. Thank you for all of this, and yeah, well, we'll grab that room. One last question: is there anyone in the bar here? I mean, there's a few people here. Is there anyone here that you think we might want to talk to about the weather? I mean, in terms of it being weird, or might have some idea what's causing it.
You see him, like, his eyes go in different directions, and you see him, like, scanning the room with, like, his pointer finger out, like, looking at every person individually. There's, like, a person in the bar that, like, has a shirt that says, like, "Ask me about the weather," and you see him just gloss over it and go, "No."
Sid, observant as always. Mate, you're the best. All right. Okay, well, thanks. We're gonna talk amongst ourselves. We don't hog all your time, or you go to the patrons here and such.
Hog.
What?
I think he's asleep. Maybe we should go to
His
sleep.
eyes just like
also.
rolled back when he said that. It was terrifying.
Sorry.
Anyway, nice to meet you.
Yes,
Bye.
nice to crunch.
Up
So-
the stairs
so-
we go.
Yeah. So, guys, I was gonna say if we want to pop up to the room real quick, we could take a break. Does that sound about right for 5?
It is around,
I mean,
like,
we just got here.
it is around, like, 11 o'clock at night. Like, it is very late.
Yeah, I could just sleep for like 8 hours, Priz.
Right. And in real world time, we could take a 5-minute break.
No, I think we all want to sleep, Priz. 5 minutes
For
is too short.
8 hours.
You want to
What are you talking about?
We want to take a long rest. That's what I meant to say. Let's
it's
go
very
upstairs
l-
and get some rest.
Yes. But not 5 minutes. Not the cat nap. We're all very tired, Priz.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You guys can go up to your room if you would so like. Let me put Sid away.
Is the
it
unconscious
just-
horse freak still outside, or did we establish that it died?
It dissolved.
Yeah, it's dissolved in the
No.
wind at this point. Here, let me.
Has
I
it
look
been 2
out the
hours? Can I
window.
sleep in the room with us?
I look out the window. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I look out the window and I look up at the stars. Do I see Priz's face in the stars looking down at me? Remember.
Remember who you are.
I'm Pewter. That's right. You remembered. Okay. Nighty night. I'll summon you tomorrow. Night, little brother.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are all in one room. There are 2 beds.
Dibs on top bunk. I launch myself.
There
up.
are-
I don't think there's any bunks.
Not
and
bunk
now we have
beds.
one bed because he launched himself.
I completely destroyed.
Yeah, I was
one of
about to
the
say,
beds when I landed on it.
Pewter completely flattens one of the beds. Yeah, I'll let
Sorry,
you guys.
I got excited. I just assumed there would be bunks.
Would the bunk bed have survived that anyway?
Not usually.
But yeah,
Okay.
I don't know how you want to split. If some people, I don't know, you guys can choose. But if you'd like, you can
Well-
take your long rest.
Right.
Yes. And
How
we-
long is the room?
How long is the room?
Yeah.
It's like the size of a hotel room, like a
Like in
regular
feet?
standard 2-queen hotel room.
How tall
So I
is
could
the
like
room?
using my tall boots wedge myself horizontally.
You can certainly try.
I'd like to, yeah.
Okay.
I'll sleep like this, guys. Don't worry.
All right.
I feel like Herb got the top bunk. I'm a little upset about this.
All right. And we will take.
And I'm gonna go ahead and cast massage on I'm not gonna do that. I gotta figure out. I can't cast
Who
it.
are you going to do that on?
This
You
is
can do
That's
whatever
what I'm
you
saying.
want, Riz.
No. I'm not gonna do it till I gotta figure out how to. Someone's got to do it.
Riz, I
Chris
can
is
tell you
staring
want to
longingly at this.
You're
Crazy.
going to
God.
massage me, the miner, or the guy with no muscles. So I don't think there's a
Pewter would
third
break.
option
Pewter
here.
would break me. Pewter would hurt. He would hurt me. Right. So
Wait, are you
I
giving
would
them a
never-
massage, or are they massaging you?
Who's to say?
No.
I guess we don't know.
Yeah.
I assume,
it'd be a cantrip.
It is
If
the
I do
full
it,
part.
they would have to massage me. So
I assume
I don't
Chris
think
You
is
that's
don't
up
gonna
to
know
you.
be
that.
I
one
feel
of them.
like I feel like that's not up to you at all.
All of you, could you all roll D20s for me? And Herb and Flynn, if you could roll with disadvantage.
I got 4.
Hold on, give me a sec. It's taking its
That
time.
would have been a natural 20, but was 15.
why am I when I
Wait,
click
so
it? It's just accumulating numbers like 1, 2, 3, but it's not rolling anything.
you gotta click and then click roll. Do you say advantage or disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Oh, I see.
The grunch is not a boon.
Speak for yourself.
The grunch does sound like an incurable disease.
Oh, okay. I got a 13 and a natural 20, but I guess that's a 13.
Okay, so
Wow,
Yeah,
you
15.
did too?
okay, so
I got a 15.
15, 13 from Herb. What was 13 from Flynn too?
15.
15. And then Pewter,
I got the 4.
you got the 4.
Yes.
Piotr.
Okay, you need to chill. Alright.
Pewter says to the stars.
That is Gracia.
It is dark in the room, and all of your friends are snoozing soundly. But you awaken. Actually, does Pewter sleep?
Oh wait, no. I think I did mention this. Pewter deactivates at a certain point of the same exact time every day for 8 hours.
Well, at some point, something seems to have interrupted your hope of deactivating, because something reactivates you in the middle of the night. That's a good way to put it. And you notice 2 things in pretty quick succession. One, the wall across from you appears to have been painted. And more alarmingly, standing in front of it, as soon as you make eye contact with this person, they proceed to vanish into thin air.
Rude. Okay. I stand up and I kind of scratch my head. I look around. Did they like run really fast? Maybe they're behind me now. I've seen Flynn do that before.
I mean, you can roll a perception check if you'd like.
Okay, I guess I will. I got a 6.
6.
That's pretty good for me.
I mean, they may have run really fast. The
Okay,
window is
tricky.
open, which is making the room. Again, Pewter doesn't feel temperature. We've established this because you stuck your hands in lava. The window is open, which would create a chill if you could feel cold.
Okay, well, luckily I don't have skin, so I'll walk over and look out the window.
It's cloudy out. You cannot see the
Oh, that's
stars.
Oh no. Well, I guess I'll close the window and, everyone's still snoozing. I guess I'll try to read this wall. And
And this will take you
One
the
guy
rest
can't
of the
read
rest.
without the glasses.
is that a V or an N? This is a bit tricky. Let's see.
Roll an intelligence check for me.
Oh, you would make me roll an intelligence check. Oh, everyone can see what that is.
Is that a
so-
0?
Yes, I get the time. I don't know how I get zeros all the time.
1
A
minus
one,
1.
Oh my god.
He like cleans it off the
Usually,
wall.
I've been doing
Before we
pretty
wake
good.
Pewter, you look at this word, and as you're tracing it, you realize with a bit of startle that someone appears to have written Pewter is a big stinky meanie all over the wall.
Okay, this is slander, first of all, and I just there's so much longer than this word.
You got a 0. Man. You don't know what the hell's going on.
He needs his 8 hours, guys. He needs it.
I told Priz I need 8 hours, not 5 minutes. I don't. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to wipe this off the wall. This is nonsense.
You realize
I
as...
knocked something over when I'm leaning over to wipe it off.
Yeah, the
Hopefully
thing you
someone wakes up.
knock over is one of Herb's stilts, as Herb comes tumbling to the ground.
I'd like to roll a d20 to see if I wake up.
Sure.
Odds I wake up, even I don't.
That's a 50-50 chance?
You guys be sleeping?
It's a natural 20, but that's still even.
What would you,
Especially for your
what
life.
would you like to do?
Stay asleep.
Okay.
I wish I could stay asleep, but we get the
So now I'm just
haunting
on the
problem.
floor with the stilt set.
I
I
need
assume
Priz
that
and...
made a great
Yeah, I was
deal
about to say,
of racket.
Priz and Flynn need to roll to see if the loud noise of Herb falling wakes them up. We'll do...
Perception?
Yeah, perception.
19?
Can I?
Oh, jeez. All right. 5.
Priz is sleeping like a kitten.
Yeah.
But Flynn, you startle awake. Herb is on the floor, unconscious. And Pewter appears to have written Vestal on the wall.
Okay, first off, I stashed the Huggy Buggy Bear.
Uh-huh.
Now that I'm awake, and I realize I'm still holding it and hugging it. And then I hop up. Pewter, what's going on? Are we attacked? Who's in the room?
Well, Flynn, first of all, do you know what time it is?
I look out the window. No.
I do not think that we have all gotten the full 8 hours of sleep that we all need, and then on top of that, we have had a hooligan in here, glowing and running around really fast like you. Probably know each other, and he wrote this nonsense on the wall, and then he vanished or ran very fast. I'm not quite sure.
Pewter, if you were just practicing your letters, it's okay. Like, I'm sure we can clean it up in the morning.
I'm not practicing the letters, okay? But I will tell you that I need to go back to sleep mode so that I can finish up over here, because I'm not feeling super great, and all of this jibber jabber on the wall is kind of blurring around and blending together. And it's also very offensive.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've read what it says. It's not really worth reading.
I mean, I'm looking at it right now. It says something vest. I mean, I've never seen this word before.
Flynn, I need you to roll a
what do you
history
think it
check
says?
for me. Because I think there's a high likelihood you actually have seen this word before.
All right, 16.
16. Vestal is a city to the south of here.
Oh.
Yes, Flynn, I know what it says. You don't have to say it out loud, okay? Because first of all, it's not true. I probably don't stink. I wouldn't know. But I'm pretty sure I don't.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a guess here and say that maybe there's a hidden message you're saying that I'm not. And you know what? I look around the room. I think we all need a good 8 hours. I'm just gonna hope that there's nothing scary in this room, and that you're just practicing your letters. And I'm just gonna jot down these letters here. It's Vestell, which I'm sure spells out whatever you're thinking. And let's go back to sleep.
Okay, but I'm putting an alarm on this window, because that's how that crazy little guy got in here in the first place. So I'm gonna cast alarm, and I can pick the window, and if a tiny or larger creature touches or enters the area, an alarm will go off, and it's going to be an audible noise of me saying alarm, alarm, alarm.
Yes, the classic.
The return.
So I'm going to sleep.
I'm not. I'm gonna wait till Pewter looks like he's shutting off, I guess.
When you look at me, I like lay down like flat with my arms crossed across my chest, and then my eyes just stop being illuminated.
That is eerie. Okay.
I sneak as gingerly as I can, first to Herb, and then realize he is like completely unconscious.
Yeah, he's
Then I'll
full sleepy time junction.
Okay. A different plan.
I sneak over to Priz and kind of like gently try to wake him.
Briz.
Oh,
Shh. Be quiet.
don't move the string. Don't move the string.
What
He bats at the air.
what is going on?
Well, what? Oh, Flynn, what's? Okay, what? What's?
Okay.
Yeah, what?
I just want to make sure someone else knows and is on high alert. Either someone broke into this room, or Pewter's going a little crazier than usual. I'm
Sounds
not
like
sure.
we got a mystery on our hands.
Herb,
Turn
you're
around.
awake?
What the hell? Smoking a cigarette.
I like threw a pillow over at Herb, like.
Yeah, you look. It's a doll.
There's a doll on the floor. There's a full leather armchair that was not there before. And Herb is sitting there with a pipe and a
Sitting
trench
there.
coat as he clicks a lamp on that also wasn't there before.
What the hell did I miss, man?
My heart hurts. What?
The
Herb,
camera
you're
doesn't-
awake.
I was trying
Yes.
to turn the light on, but
I saw the
this
whole
image does
thing.
not seem to work well with that. This image does not condone itself well to light getting turned on. There, that's slightly brighter than it was.
I saw the whole thing. I saw the little ghost freak. If that's allowed.
we all look at Maggie.
If that's allowed.
I'll allow it. He rolled a
did roll
20.
natural 20.
Yeah.
The 20 means I get to do whatever I want for a little bit.
Well, yeah, I'm playing catch up. Ferdy woke me up. Somebody vandalized our wall, and there was a ghost freak here.
Yes.
Wait, like a ghost ghost?
Herb, why are you? Did you hit? Why is one of your stilts broke? What's going on over there?
None of my. What is happening? I'm okay. Something was in the grunt water. I am not doing well. Guys, I think I'm going to go to the hospital.
I'm having a lucid dream.
I don't want to go in the meat flinger.
I'm having a lucid dream. I don't want to be here.
I was trying to turn the light on.
This
Anyone else have the urge to
not
like
be
run out to the
tobacco.
loo?
I sit up. Do we know what time it is? Do we know what time it is? No. I need each of you to look at me and tell me what time it is.
I think it's
It looks like the sun's coming up in the room.
I do not care if you are rupturing or rapturing or whatever. I need everyone to be quiet, please. I think it's like at least an hour, or at least 30 minutes more. I just need some level of silence or quiet, please.
Pewter, can I ask you one quick question before you sign off?
Yes,
Did you
yes.
Did you see a freaky little ghost girl earlier?
I don't. Yes, probably ghost. I don't care. I do not care. I don't care. I'm going down. I'm laying down now. My eyes are turning off. Please be quiet.
When did you see it? I'm all the only one that misses this stuff. It's like that freaky ghost last time. I'm the only one.
Okay, all right. No, I'm leaving. I'm leaving the room. I'm climbing out the window now, and then as I am, the alarm's just going alarm, alarm, alarm.
I would like to hard cut to the next morning where all of you have dark circles under your eyes, and
There's
you're
always dark
debating.
circles under my eyes. My wife has left me. I have a heavy smoking addiction. I must solve the case.
Burn matches down to my fingertips just to feel something. Yeah, my lights. I don't have dark circles. My lights are like flickering a little bit every now and then on my eyes.
You're all downstairs
What was that?
debating the pros and cons of drinking grunch coffee.
Basically decaf at this point. Actually,
Extra
can we get some Captain Grunch to go in like maybe an airtight container so as not to knock my friends unconscious?
Yes.
Honestly, that sounds delicious. I'll have some.
Go get to the grunch. And of course he wanders to the back, and once again,
Well,
you hear the noises.
But does Flynn have that thing where he has flashbacks, but he doesn't have the memory, so he doesn't know why he feels fear and
Yeah.
anxiety?
You break out in a cold sweat, and you don't know why.
can I roll an perception to see if I recognize anyone on the like Captain Grunch posters?
Sure. Yeah.
Or investigation,
Other-
probably.
Yeah. Investigation. Let me switch
hold
off
on.
the.
I forget every time it's like this. Okay, that's a 7. Can I get advantage because I'm in character? For
No, unfortunately.
okay.
Wait, he's got the hat on.
Yeah, but he also got. No. You look around.
I should have told you guys that Captain Grunch, the smell and taste has a lot to do with what Sid ate the night before, but I didn't want to tell you that.
Sid returns with his 2 bowls in cheap Tupperware, and he goes, "Yes, I have the grunch delivered."
Yeah.
He
Thank
puts
you,
he
and
puts
go
a
grunch
little
yourself.
he puts a little Christmas bow on the top for you.
Are they airtight? Or
No.
do they have distinct lines? Yeah. Not.
Ah, there we go. Airtight, just like we asked for. I
The-
would not know otherwise, and I put it in my bag.
The bottom is duct taped.
And I do want to say I throw Sid 2 gold coins for all the hospitality.
Yeah,
and food.
he eats them.
Oh, you and Pewter would get along pretty well.
No, those
Oh,
things
he
are
does love his
nasty,
gold.
Oh, you're right. I forgot.
Yeah, you
Yeah, but
throw
then
it and
you're-
he catches them in his mouth.
If I may, DM, the moment the like slight smell of the Captain Grunch hits my nostrils, like I don't know if you've ever watched or read the manga of Death Note, but when he gets his memories back, my eyes open.
Okay, wait. Kyle. You can't.
I need Flynn to let out like a guttural scream. You don't actually have to do it, but like, yeah, it's like head in hands. I also love that you asked if I've seen Death Note.
Yeah,
If I haven't
say,
drawn a
More
comic.
Chad, I know.
I don't know. It's kind of a deep cut. Have you ever heard of this anime called Death
Not a
Note?
lot of people know about it. Yeah, no, Flynn, you have a horrific recollection experience. And I'm just imagining Flynn on his like light Yagami arc where like he wakes up and he's like, the world can't, a world with Grunch should not exist. I must purge this world of
All
its
according to
impurities."
plan.
All according to Kikui.
Yes, Sid suddenly goes black and with a blue light on half his face.
Yeah, Sid is like, "Grah," and then it cuts to his inner monologue, and he's like, I can't believe that he would do such a thing. Like, he sounds completely normal.
I knew he would serve Grunch in a Tupperware container, and the lid was not quite airtight.
This is a test. We'll see what happens. Only the real Kira would know to check the Tupperware for leaks.
Only a true missile pot would know if these leaks are not.
Your move. All right. It is the next morning. I will say Priz and Herb. You. Sorry, I looked at the chat. I will say Priz and Herb. Roll history checks for me as well, because I do imagine that you saw Vestal written in big bold letters on the wall.
I saw everything.
What did you say? History?
Looks like a very laggy 8. Or no, 7, sorry.
Oh, I rolled a 7 as well.
Vestal is a town, and that is the extent that you know about it.
I've heard rumors.
So, I mean, since we all know what Vestal means, so, I mean, it goes without saying, we're heading there next, right? I assume this is a clue?
Are we not gonna, like, fix the snow?
Well, I'll assume that Vestal. Well, okay, just a quick question because I didn't see this this ghost chick. I mean, did she look reliable or freaky, or I mean, what? I mean, the message came from this. Can you guys give us some description for those of us who didn't see her?
Well, I was going to say hi to her, and then she just disappeared. So pretty rude, at least. Plus, they ruined Sid's room. I guess he's got to clean it up. I noticed we forgot to say something. We should probably go back in there and let him know that total
trash. Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm a bit of a rock star here, so that's not uncommon. After I leave, that's why I threw him a couple gold coins on the way out. But
you normally tag the wall before you leave.
Well, there's been some really freaky stuff on the wall when we've left. Anyway, I don't want to get into it, rock star life and whatnot. But so
Spaghetti.
So
specifically, mom's spaghetti.
Oh no.
Well, we could go. I mean, Newport's got everything, right? So, I mean, but yeah, I would say that right now she thought it important enough to come in. Now, it could be a trap and we could all die, but what the hell? Since we don't know what Vestal is, I don't know if it's a million miles away or just down the road a bit. Does anyone, Flynn, are you familiar with Vestal, or anyone know how far this is?
Who has the map?
I think
You can summon
It's
the
a-
map if you say hello map.
if we
Sorry,
say
you say
what?
what?
The map.
You have
it's
to
the
s-
map.
yeah.
It's the map.
It's the map.
It's the map.
It's the map. It's the map.
It's the map.
Oh, hello! My name is the map! Oh no, Sid's still here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Sid, you can't come with us.
Okay. There's Vestal. Wait, where's my handy dandy circle? So it's down here for some reason. There's Vestal.
Yeah.
You're
yeah,
here.
Okay,
so-
guys.
There's Vestal.
Looks like it's this way. Why don't you just follow me? Let's get this over with. And I start walking, and I start walking into the wall next to us, and I'm just like walking into it. Like my legs are moving. I'm not moving anywhere.
Hey, big guy, you okay over there?
He starts clipping into the
Peter?
wall.
He's like those Skyrim NPCs where they walk through all the chairs and they just push them
Yeah.
to one side of the room.
Pewter's blocking the door, and none of you can get around him.
What do you want? What's going on?
Well, it looks like we either go to Templar first, and then down to Vestal, or we get back on the boat and ask her to sail us around to the port of Vestal. So those seem to be our options.
I vote no boat, please.
I'm really inclined to vote for the boat because we only have one weird free course, and that's not probably enough for all four of us.
I've lost
I
Sid.
don't. It's okay.
It happens.
Worried?
It happens all the time. It happens all the time with Sid. He's probably
He's
a
molting.
clean room.
I found him.
How many people are following us at this point?
We need to do an Anya check. Miss Tuffet check.
Hey, quick question. Quick question
back.
though. Since I'm familiar with Newport, know everything about Newport.
Uh-huh.
Do I know if there's
everything about
transportation-
Newport.
Everything that was ever written about. No, my question is:
They have a
is
new
there
mayor.
do they have any kind of public transportation that would get you from Newport to, say, Templar, or is there any kind of
Yeah.
transportation we could get, wagon or something that would take us there?
Uh,
A car.
Yes. You can get a it's called a bataxi. It was
Taxi?
it was created by Tabaxi actually, which is what you are in case you forgot. And they have a service, but sometimes they're called taxis for short.
We only invented it because dogs would chase it and then we'd stop suddenly. It's a funny thing.
That's
It's
really
a Tabaxi joke.
reductive, actually.
That's a Tabaxi joke.
It's a funny joke, Chris. I'm not in a laughing mood. I'm sorry.
But no, you could hail a taxi and take you to Vestal, and they take you there very quickly, like within like an hour.
Wait, we just get on it because those things look terrifying.
They are
Guys,
very
what
fast.
what
Yeah.
are those things, and where are the horses?
Yeah, well, the horsepower is like sort of hidden. So think of the horses as out of sight, but they're there and they go really fast, and the wheels turn very fast, and you get where you're going.
Okay, as someone who has pulled carriages before, I feel like this is infringing on the jobs for those that pull carriages. You know, like me and Peter.
You see that the taxi has been painted yellow for no particular reason, and it is an open open floor plan, like a convertible type thing. It's built like a roller coaster cart. It's built like a roller coaster, with 4 tires that have runes across them, presumably to activate them. But like these things look like they are built for speed, and it looks like it's on a set track. And you see kind of like a metro station, certain taxis are labeled for certain locations, and then there are some that are labeled free reign, where you could take them wherever you need to.
You know, I hear when
Yeah.
they're labeled free range, they're not actually free range. Like they're just in like a slightly larger.
Yeah, they put them in a thing, but they like
enclosure.
open the door for 10 minutes a day. It's really not good for the taxis.
Well, if we want to take, yeah, like they say, I mean, you only die once, but you live 9 lives. So we could just jump in the carriage thing and get on down there and see what this Vestal message is all about. And it's why we're sent on this quest, you know.
Well, it maybe we think.
Yeah, you actually have no idea.
We have no idea if this has
I said
anything
we
to
could
do
all
with the
die in
weather.
a trap. Yeah, but I mean, we've got
I-
Herb. He's an excellent investigator. So, Herb, what do you think? I mean, do you think this would be the next step in the
It
investigation?
is our only lead.
All right.
Should we talk to Mori? Because
You can
I-
text
I mean-
Maury.
Oh, we got sending stones. Yeah, we
Yeah.
could talk to her.
Herb, I
Wait.
found these. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Herb, I found these like glasses. They're like dark glasses you could put on your eyes. And I feel like whenever you say something about like our investigation, the next thing or whatever, you could like take them off. While you're
That's a
saying
good
it.
idea. I'll hang on to those.
Yeah, you can have them. I found them.
You found it.
There's like a piece of gum on one side of him. Like they just picked him up off the street.
There's a blind guy walking behind with a cane. Peter's tired.
As you approach the taxi, there's a coin slot. It does not appear to be able to go anywhere unless you put coins in the coin slot.
Is there a sign with how much?
Not that you can see.
And there's nobody around, like a ticket guy or anything?
Not that you can see.
Can we roll investigation or anything?
Yeah, roll
to
a
kinda
perception
try to-
check.
Perception, okay.
Well, what are you trying to accomplish? Are you trying to see if there's anyone watching, or are you trying to?
Well, I'm trying to find out. We just walked up.
Are
and
you trying to
it's like-
hijaxy?
No, I'm trying to find out. I mean, it doesn't say how much, and we don't know what, you know, I'm just sort of pumping coins into this thing. So I want to, you know, what is cost? Is there something, are we being set up here? What's the deal?
It seems like the setup is they want you to put one coin in before they tell you the cost of the trip.
I rolled a 13. I don't know what it tells me.
Yeah, this was created by someone with a capitalist hope for people to put money in and then determine that they are not willing to pay, but they have to put one coin in order to figure out how much it costs.
Ah,
Yeah, no, alternatively, Priz, we could just ride on Pitor.
I put a
Technically-
coin in the slot right then. I put a coin in the slot right then.
It seems like a trip to Vestal cost 50 gold.
Sorry, you cut out, I think.
yeah, I think
Oh,
you're cutting out.
a trip to Vestal costs 50 gold. 50, 50.
Okay.
50
Oh.
gold coins.
Guys.
What I was saying about Pitor is that technically he has to be able to
I
carry
put
my weight.
I put
He's
49
my
more
speed.
All
coins
right.
Oh, we could all ride on him, I think, and it would be fine.
Wait, Prince, I think we have to be in it first.
What?
You see that when you put the last coin in, the handlebars, again, the full like harness roller coaster type things, raise up, allowing you all to sit in your seats.
50 coins was a steal not to see Pitor. I mean, it was just worth it. Surprised Flynn didn't come in on that one.
Is there room in the cart for Pitor?
No.
Priz is,
Just an
Priz is,
observation.
Priz is actively like man-spreading and like put his bag on one of the seats, and he's like, "I'm sorry, there's just no room."
I've puffed out my fur, and it's like I'm as big as I can be.
But when you all are taking your seats, you hear an automated voice go, "Please keep all hands and feet and other appendages inside the vehicle at all times. Please lower your harness when ready."
Pewter, was it a problem that I was like lower than the little marker on that stick? Like,
No,
I was
it's
kinda-
not. It's no big deal, Flynn. You sit next to me, and we're fine. And I pull down the
Oh.
bar, and it just it touches my leg, and it's so far above Flynn, like he has no protection. You're here with me, buddy. I got you. Don't worry about it.
It's kind of a little bit loose, and
I think that's
probably-
normal.
Yeah.
We don't want to waste their time. They're very busy people. I assume the people who walk up to these taxis and check to make sure the bars.
Oh, there is no one there to check. As soon as Priz and Herb click their bar into place, the thing quite literally takes off like a rocket. And I'm gonna need Flynn specifically to roll a dexterity saving throw.
That would be a natural 20.
Hey, you managed to secure as the roller coaster / taxi flies off at incredible speed. And you watch as the environment quickly shifts from city to more open air, not prairie, that's the wrong word, but more like uninhabited, like forested area and plains and that kind of thing, all of which is steadily becoming covered in more and more snow. As you travel along the coast, it would be rather pretty, and it is, but you are just once again struck by the fact that it should be summertime, and it instead is becoming colder and colder, especially with the wind chill smacking your faces as you fly along. By the time you reach Vestal, you are slowing to a stop, all various degrees of nauseous, and you see a large sign on the entrance that says, "The Always Sunny Vestal, a tourist's paradise," with a painting of two beachgoers carrying a surfboard to the coast. Quite a distant separation from what you are seeing, which is a town absolutely covered in snow, like 3 to 4 feet of snow.
We also
I'll
see a guy when we get there who like furiously scribbling a picture of us as we come into a stop. Put our hands in the- I've got my hands up.
You see, as you get off, you hear a as the front of the like compartment where like a radio would be in a car prints out a picture. But it's currently all black, and there's another coin slot that says if you want to see it, you have to pay for it.
Oh well, we have to see it. I want to know what was going on with Flynn. He was like a blur when we left.
I mean, you look over, my hair is like sticking straight up. What you didn't realize with the natural 20, I had been literally hanging on with my hands on the back of the cart and had to jump back into the air.
I'm just glad everybody brought their fur, because it would have been awful cold otherwise.
Yes. We all brought fur.
But yeah, well, first of all, do you pay for the photo?
I don't have any money, so I look at someone else with a smile on my face.
Well, I bought the ride, so if you want the photo,
Yeah. Flynn,
Yeah, I'll put in a gold coin to see.
you put in a gold coin. Because Pewter was in the front seat and also much larger, his hands are out excitedly, and it is systematically blocking everyone in the picture except Pewter. And even Pewter is cut off at about like the chin down mark. So it's really just, it's a picture of Pewter's torso.
And if you look in the very back corner of the picture, you see what could only be described as the faintest smudge, maybe of a lamb.
Oh no.
I thought it'd be a pair of boots kind of dangling in the sky behind your head.
There were dire consequences to failing that dexterity save.
Yeah,
But yeah, you've arrived in Vestal. evidently, supposedly a touristy, always sunny beach town that is apparently struggling pretty badly, as it looks pretty barren. All of the places, stores, and such appear to be boarded up, with a couple exceptions. Their inn, which has 5 gold margaritas crossed out in favor of warm soup. And there is a what appears to be like a component store for mages that is still open. And a large building that resembles some sort of like authority building or some sort of like government building. And as you all are kind of standing in this barren town, a single newspaper, much like a tumbleweed, floats across your vision. But
Who does it hit in the face?
It actually doesn't, and if you guys want to read it, I'm gonna need you to catch it.
Dexterity?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm good. Pass.
Lowly 8.
20.
I got a 18.
Okay. I think the 20 is gonna take it. Priz, you managed to pretty easily grab the newspaper out of the air. And the main story, other than the sudden winter, that you managed to see is the big headline, Trial Rages On. And you read that in this town, they are currently trying one Corey Coonigan for causing the eternal winter that is currently plaguing Vestal and the surrounding areas. Because of the legal system in Vestal, the defendant is not required or in any way guaranteed a defense, and as such does not appear to be represented by one. And the prosecution appears to be a very well-established prosecutor that has been hired by the city. And it seems like the prosecution is wrapping up today. And while the defense is expected to present tomorrow, it is not looking good for the defendant.
Guys, what the paper says is what, we've got, there's a trial going on right now. I would imagine at that town hall type place down there. It looks kind of official. But it's got everything to do with the weather situation. So we're trying to get to the bottom of the snow. As much as a warm soup sounds great right now, I think we should hustle on over there because it sounds like it's all coming to a conclusion as we speak. So,
Here, let me see that. And can I take a look at the paper and see if the girl in the picture is the girl I saw in our room?
Would you believe me if I said I do not have a high definition version of this newspaper?
So,
no, you're good.
No, it's fine. I mean,
No,
like,
you're good.
I saw like the
Yeah,
outline
yeah,
of
yeah.
a girl on there. Is that the?
So, I will.
character,
So yeah,
is that
Herb
the
and
girl?
Pewter are the only two who actually saw.
I
Herb,
give the paper to her.
yeah, Herb, you look. It's a grainy picture. It's actually not. It almost looks like a Bigfoot picture, like someone, like a paparazzi was taking a picture of this person who did not want their picture taken.
Why is she walking to the side like that with such big strides?
He looked right at the camera too. It's crazy.
There are definitely
It
similarities.
feels staged. Sorry.
I think this might be our ghost, guys. I think we should go have a chat with her.
All right, Herb. I'm with Herb. We need to hustle though, because I don't know how old this paper is and how late in the day, but it's I think
dated from
happening as we
today.
speak. Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know what time of day it is. What I'm saying, the trial could be well underway. We might need to get there now.
Yeah, and if we think about the logistics, papers probably was created yesterday because I had time to write it. So, the trial could be already over at this point.
Well, we should go look at the boulder. Is very big on justice. I actually have a little experience with, trials and justice. It's big in the Boulder's books, and I put on a little tie. It's far too short. I think we should go look. Maybe she.
And and I reach into my costumes and I pull out the most authoritative, official-looking, thing that I have.
I don't know why I imagine that all of Priz's clothes are tearaways. So every time Priz wants to do a costume change, he just tears away his current outfit and the one he wants is underneath it.
That's how you stay warm on the train. I got so many costume tearaways that I'm fine. And then under that.
When we first met Priz, he was like, he couldn't move his arms or legs. There's so many clothes.
Yeah, Priz doesn't level up. He just loses layers of clothes that slowly allow him to regain his full potential.
Right. So anyway, so I assume we all head towards town hall post haste.
I mean, and, if everyone else is doing that.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I think Herb and I headed that way.
Yeah. You see outside the courthouse as you approach seems to be closed, and there is a officer posted outside. All bundled up in almost like that Russian wear with like the big fluffy hats and the big like parkas. And the one of
look over at Pewter and say, "Do you think Pewterina will be necessary?"
Priz, you're not going to believe me, but I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, one guard, we have no choice, we must.
I imagine Pewter has like a magical girl transformation, whatever turns into Pewter.
Yeah, he spins, he glows.
I mean, is she being summoned?
No, he mistakes the sparking in your eyes as a sparkle, so it works. Anyway,
as the four of you approach, he looks and he goes, "I apologize. It's a bad time for tourists. We're having a bit of a weather problem."
Detective Gablano here, Special Weather Services, and that's a blatant lie. So I'd like to
go ahead and roll deception for me.
Roll deception.
Do you flash a badge of something?
Yes, I have like a little. Depending on the roll, it's looking like it's going to be an 8.
I burn a bardic inspiration.
I think he would have had to have done that beforehand.
As Herb is pulling out the cardboard badge, Priz is like, "Wait, no!"
But it says this can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
So you have to play it.
Yeah.
You have to play the song, then I get to choose when to add it. You can't like start playing it as I'm pulling out my badge.
You can do a help action if you want.
You could do a help action. Like if you come up with like something clever to like add to my lie, I could get like advantage.
Or do I go deception? My deception's pretty good.
Well, with an 8, there's a very real risk that Herb's going to tank your ability to continue this conversation.
I nudge Herb and I'm like, the glasses, very official glasses.
And I'll take. Wait, are you saying take them on or take them off or put them on?
all of it, at once.
I'll step forward. Excuse me, Phoenix Wright, professional attorney, and I am here to see my client.
Roll a deception check.
That would be a 17.
Hey!
Hey!
The guard goes, see, the thing is, they're gonna call you Wright, so you should have changed the second name.
Wright is my middle name, initial, and I go into the flop sweat.
And I say, well, actually, Professor Misselpalt here is quite a renowned attorney, but I don't think they know you by your legal name here.
Wait,
I'm so confused.
what? You've also confused the guard. The guard
the
goes.
point.
The guard goes. Okay, whoever you are, if you're representing the defendant, one, you're a little late to the party. You would need to go ahead and go on with your defense starting tomorrow. But the court is currently in recess for the day, and your defendant is being held in the county prison. If you're representing her defense, then you should get a pass to go see her.
Phoenix Missile Right is never wrong. He's always right. And I will go see this client.
Okay. Do you know where the prison is?
No, I do not.
Okay, it's that way. And they point down the street. And up the hill, you see an official-looking cinder block building that is kind of positioned in a way that you can tell it goes quite a bit underground. Trying to think of how you would know that from looking at it.
I can just
Slip down into a hill.
underground.
But yeah. Yeah, we'll say it's in the side of a hill because they have to put windows and stuff on a lot of them. Yeah. But the prison is just up the hill.
Well, while you're over there, I'm gonna go check out the playground, hang out with all the other guys at recess.
Actually, that does sound like fun.
I look around for a playground.
All the lawyers and prosecutors and the jury are on the monkey bars. The judge is on the seesaw by themselves, looking
The
sad.
defendant stole my juice box.
Yeah.
I'm going with Flynn like his paralegal, like I'm walking behind him officially, like following him up.
I will say it's about like 9:30, 10 a.m. Right now. Just see if you guys can.
Prime never sleeps, and neither will I. I must go. I must go interview.
But you resist the temptation of the recess and travel to the prison. And when you arrive, you present kind of the same narrative to the guards, and they give you a little.
I flash the amulet.
They just assume that that's some sort of legal verification. They're like, it looks enough like an attorney's badge. And they give you a pass. And they go, now, Miss Conigan is being held at the lowest part of the prison. She is considered the highest threat level. She's incredibly dangerous. And if you haven't met her before, just fair warning, she is capable of horrendous things, as is evidenced by the town. Just be cautious.
I have sorry, Pewter Shale here. Not lawyer, but I've practiced. I would like to be a lawyer because Boulder looks. Okay, I was just going to ask, if she's so dangerous, how did you catch her and put her in jail?
It's a long story that involves going to her house, and
Chandelier, was there a chandelier involved?
we arrested her.
Chandelier. Oh, okay.
Quick question. The guy mentioned that the defense starts tomorrow, so the prosecution obviously has rested their case. Is there any record of that? Can we see what the charges are against her and what evidence they have? Is that available? I'm working for Mr. Flynn Missile. Wrong, right.
Phoenix Missile Right.
Yes.
Well, as you know, Missile Right and Co., we're operating in a system in which it is a free-for-all, guilty until proven innocent, disclosure non-necessary, fend for yourself type legal system. So, best of luck to you. You might be able to talk to the prosecutor if you manage to find her, but I heard she's pretty cutthroat.
Well, that's one way to discover what's going on. Okay.
Can we do a side hustle?
We're gonna go to...
Or not side hustle, side huddle. That's what I meant to say.
Side hustle.
Yeah.
We're doing a side hustle selling medicine into the prison.
I did not get enough sleep last night, Priz. As you know, And so I sometimes the words will not be the right words that are coming out of my mouth. Okay, side huddle.
And I don't know these people. I'm from the Bureau of Magical Weather, and I flash a different badge that I've now made with prestidigitation. I'd like to try again.
Yeah, roll a deception check again.
Are the
I
glasses?
can steer the die rolling one lump
Okay.
over a time.
Yeah.
23, yeah.
Did he take the glasses off this time?
Yes, I took the glasses off this time. That was
I mean,
it.
that's
That was
that's
the
really
key.
what did it.
Yeah.
They go,
I need to speak with the prosecutor, see what she knows.
oh, well, Miss Nightshade, sir, is probably, I'm drifting into, well, we're just gonna commit to this voice. The prosecution, sir, is gonna be,
You're gonna commit to the voice? What are you talking
don't
about?
worry,
Okay.
you're making me real nervous, sir.
I think he did not sleep so much last night.
I didn't
either.
get that much
Praise.
sleep last night. All right, yeah, Miss Nightshade is gonna be probably around the courthouse, talking to some of the witnesses. I think she may have suspected that the defendant was planning on defending herself, but I think she thinks it's a pretty open and shut case, sir.
I still need to see what she knows.
Yeah, well, she's
All
in.
right, thank you.
Yes.
Alright, I'll head off towards the courthouse, and I'll let
No.
the other three. We can split the party! Oh.
Party splitting.
At least take P-Tor with you.
That thing is not. Have we summoned that thing so far?
I haven't had time.
Herb, man, listen.
Special
I've just
Agent
got a quick-
Gablano. Sorry,
Herb,
I don't know
I've
who
got
Herb is.
Herb, I've got a quick.
I don't know who that is.
Mr. Weather
Special
official,
agent.
Special Agent of the Weather Division. I was just going to say that, being experienced as you are, you probably would recognize, if this is someone who's been on your radar, as it were. So we might need you with us to identify this person. I don't believe I or Flynn have seen her before. So, would you kindly join us so we can maybe make
That's
sure?
a good point. I can talk to the prosecutor later.
The guard kind of nods and goes, "Yeah, I mean, whatever you say, pal."
Yes.
I know.
We need just a second to huddle.
Huddle. Yes.
Hit Sussel.
As long as this special agent Cablano is okay with the side huddle over here.
Of course.
Okay, all right. Well, all I was going to say is that I see it on the signs a lot. I think it would be fun to come up with a name that we have that's like, make us sound more official. Like we could be Mistlepot O'Neill Gablano,
Well, I'm
And
not
I-
a lawyer.
Okay, well, Gablano, it
Special
just feels
agent.
like a fun name to put on the sign also.
Yeah.
Guys,
If,
I don't
if
know
my
how long I
uncle
can
ever
keep this
found
up.
out I was on, I was trying to be a lawyer, or anyone in the Gablano family was a lawyer, he'd be very upset.
Wait, is it already a popular name?
No,
What do you usually associate the name Gablano with, Arp?
my family.
That's fair.
I don't understand the question, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you you guys can have this conversation walking down the many flights of
Yes, I
stairs.
think that's what
Yes.
There-
To our client, Cardigan.
As
Connigan.
Cardigan. Letter.
Conigan. Miss Conigan.
as you descend the stairs, you watch as the cells get progressively more and more guarded until you reach the very bottom floor, which has been entirely frosted over. At the end of a very long hallway, there is a single cell with what appears to be magic-resistant glass and an incredibly fortified door. And inside is a room that is so frosted over, it appears to be almost made of ice. Incidentally, the only things that aren't frosted over is a single Michael Keyes poster, which
Jesus Christ.
which appears to have been hastily tacked to the wall.
Oh no.
Yeah. You know, I mean, sometimes you
Fellas.
just know a prisoner deserves to rot in hell. I mean,
I don't think Miss Konigan's in that cell. My detective senses are tingling.
Can I put my face up to the ice with my hands covering, so I'm looking in to see if I can see her?
Yeah. Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Got a 4. I swear to God, I need to get my physical dice. I don't think I've rolled over a 10.
can I? I'd like to cast Detect Magic. For the duration, you sense present magic within 30 feet of you, and you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn at School of Magic. It can penetrate most barriers, but it's blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. So
Sure.
I didn't say about ice, so I
Yeah.
think I should get through that.
You cast Detect Magic on the glass that I just told you was magic resistant, and
Well, no, I'm trying to detect magic of the creature. The creature inside. No. I can detect the creature inside. And,
no, you
and
can't.
what's full of magic.
That's what magic resistant means.
Wait, Priz, I don't even know. Maybe I see her with my 4. Did I see?
No.
Do I see her? Okay. All right.
Priz, your magic hits a wall, and you cannot see past this barrier into the room.
And it bounces my spell back, so I don't even lose a slot. That is awesome.
Nope. I will say you do get just around you faintly fey magic. But you can't see inside the room, and you can't detect any magic inside the room.
I can't detect there's a creature in there.
Guard, we need to open the door.
There's actually no guard down here.
Why is there no guard?
It's too
Okay,
it's too dang
great.
cold.
Oh
look,
my god, this is
know-
the worst prison ever. Okay, I'm going back upstairs.
Wait, Blano.
I'll try to look through
Yes.
the door.
Yeah,
Peter,
Flynn,
help
roll a
me.
perception check.
I was
Can
going
you
to
pick me up a
say,
little bit?
before you even look, the services of Shale Missile Pot and Omnia are very expensive. It would actually be cheaper for them if I just smash this glass with my maul. The repairs, other than us standing around here for an hour, it's very expensive for them, you know. So I'm picking up my maul now, and I'm.
Well, I am.
punching the glass.
All right, I'm gonna turn the other way and pretend this isn't happening because I am law enforcement. I can't be party to this.
Herb is
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
fully convince himself that this is the truth by the end of this. Pewter, are you hitting it with your
Oh,
maul?
Pewter,
Yes.
Okay. Pewter, roll an
I'm
attack.
stepping back.
Okay. Just a normal attack. Let's see. Wow, got a 4 plus 7 at least, so it was an 11.
Okay, and roll for damage.
Okay. It was 13.
13 damage.
Yes.
All right, Pewter, I'm gonna need you to take 13 damage. As
Okay.
the force of the hit rebounds and it strikes you, kind of knocking you back, as if someone's brought a maul over your head.
Yeah, that's so weird.
All right,
I need
Hold
everyone
on,
to
let
roll.
me try this again. I'm gonna make another attack.
wait, oh god.
No, Peter.
I need everyone to
come on.
roll a
Stop.
perception
Peter.
check.
Right.
8.
17.
A 1. I am turned around.
Yeah, you are
I guess
turned
I didn't
around.
see that.
Plausible deniability. You're covering your ears. You see nothing. Flynn, while everyone's kind of chattering, when Pewter smacked himself with the maul, you swore you heard like a coming from inside the cell. You heard giggling.
Hey, Flynn.
Only
Flynn.
Flynn heard this.
No. I was going to say, quick question. I mean, I saw Pewter's attack and so forth. I mean, I've got a heat metal spell that I could cast on the bars, but I'm starting to worry the way that mole bounced back, and my magic detection didn't go through. I'm worried that is this like a no magic zone? I mean, is this a waste of time?
Alright, I'm just gonna
There's
go
a
get the guard.
I'm imagining there's a big red caution sign that says, like, no magic past this point. And Priz is just like, I'm getting the idea that I shouldn't use
starting to
magic
sense-
here.
I'm starting to sense this could be detrimental to me, although heating the bars seems like a brilliant idea. at
There
the
are no
moment.
bars.
I-
It's a big pane of glass and
It's
then
just a-
solid stone.
I'm heading upstairs to go get the guard.
Riz, I would not cast anything else. I may have a solution that kind of, you know, a little of this, a little of that. Less pewter, less magic. A little of, and I go up to the door and
Are you opening?
do,
I knock on it, shave, and a handshake. Dun, 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 dun. And then wait.
There's like a beat, and then you hear the.
I think we found our client.
Oh,
What, so
she's
now
in
should
there,
I heat
okay.
up the bars or what? No, I'm just kidding.
There's still no
I
bars.
will say,
There's still no bars.
In my mind, in my mind's eye, there's bars.
What are you talking about?
I will say, Flynn, the knocking that you heard was not on the other side of the door, but it actually sounded like it was coming from the wall behind the Michael Keyes poster.
Oh god.
And as Herb, you're about halfway through the really long hallway, and you feel like a strong gust of wind blowing from upstairs where the storm is, brewing, all the way down the stairs,
Yeah.
through the hallway, towards this room. And as the three of you standing by the prison cell look in, you see as this wind pushes its way through the cracks in between the glass. And
The solid glass wall, the wind. I'm sorry.
I know it's impressive wind, and you see it. And when I say see, you're getting like the little think of the Frozen type wind, where you see the little bits of snow. And
Does someone hear a piano playing?
You watch as it brushes by the Michael Keyes poster, causing it to flicker up, and you very clearly see that there's a what appears to be halfling holding a plastic spork, who audibly is like, "Heh!" and then proceeds to clamber on the ground and try and huddle against the wall, like right up against the glass, like below it, hoping that you can't see over it to see her. And you just hear a voice go away! I did not hire you!
I'm gonna text one of them on my sending zone and be like, what was that? I felt like some wind.
Is this a group text?
Yeah, this is a group chat, and
You're like,
remember
"What?
I appear
What?"
as pewter.
Well, hold
I
on.
I appear as
Yeah, you get
I
that.
sent a gif of someone shrugging.
Are you serious?
I type LOL.
And then I sent another gif. No, never mind.
You see the text bubble
text,
pop up and disappear as he
Yeah, exactly.
I text, is this the ghost?
No, this isn't the ghost. What are you talking about? The ghost doesn't have a phone. What? This is Herb.
I'm on the group chat. I'm on the group chat saying, oh god.
What?
Is he texting a
What
little
is
bit?
happening down there?
Please turn off your voice to text. It's picking up everything.
I blow my air onto the door and try to write, "Hi," can you hear us?
You go. You hear a voice. Well, actually, I'll say you see her have to lean forward a little bit so she can actually read the message. So you see her face, and you see her lean out, and then immediately lean back against the wall as if you didn't see her. And you just hear her go, yeah.
Alright, given what I've gotten in text, I'm now running to get the guard.
I text Herb to
Where-
come downstairs. I'm like, it's like,
Why?
Like-
Why? What's going on? No, I'm not just gonna come back downstairs. What is happening?
You hear a big, like, dramatic sigh on the other side, before the halfling stands up and, is not that tall, but you see, like, her bun. She steps far enough away that you can see her, and she goes, I did not hire you. Go away. This is my house. And also, you didn't see my poster. Says, don't look at it.
Wait, you live here?
Well, I do for the time being.
also,
Oh.
you don't have to pay us. We are free public defenders for you. I think we charge someone else. I
Yeah, we're
work
pro
for
bono.
free. Yeah, pro
I
bono.
mean, if you all want to take my case, you can, but just so you know, I am, like, super guilty.
Hey,
You cut
kind of
out for most
hardly
of
hear.
Shock.
Okay, hold
frozen.
on. I will get closer
hardly
to the
hear you.
microphone.
Yeah, through this glass.
I hope you all know that I am, like, super guilty, so you can take the case if you want.
Oh,
Well, could I ask you, why you're turning everything into a sort of winter wonderland?
I felt like it.
it's not because like you have a weird relationship with your sister and you're like we're keeping secrets from her about your powers because she lost her memory. You hit her in the head with a bolt of ice. You could stop me at any time.
Well, see, my brother is dead, so now you look like the idiot.
Okay, yeah, that's.
I mean, he's
all
also
of
standing right
my-
behind you, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, all of my siblings are dead, so I don't. You're talking to the choir here, lady.
So
What?
are you not
Oh,
concerned at all?
You think
about
that you can
being-
run up me because you have more dead siblings than me. I see how it is. You are rude.
Yes, Okay, all right. I tried. Okay, I'm trying to keep the cool here. What's behind us? We turn around. Are we getting jump scared? What's going on?
How tall is this stairwell?
Well, you didn't even make it up the stairs. You were in the hallway.
I guess. I guess. I don't-
Yeah, I mean, you've made it back at this point.
with the guard.
Oh, you went and got the guard. I don't think
That
you...
was I was
I don't.
running to go get
I
the
think
guard.
the wind. The thing is, you didn't make it. Like you were about halfway when the wind came by, and then you started texting, and then you started looping back. So you never actually got a guard.
Okay.
But I will say, Pewter, Flynn, and Priz, as you turn around, Herb, incidentally, you don't see this, despite the fact that you're actually looking at the three of them. The three of you turn around, and standing behind you, around the same height as your client on the other side, is...
Oh, it's the dead brother.
Yeah, praise. It is very clear. She just said what you know.
Well, so is this what you guys saw before?
As you guys are talking, he fades away into that wind, that kind of like snow cloud that you saw, and drifts back over to the girl on the other side of the glass, who you can assume is Corey Cunningham.
So back to my question: was that ghost Pewter? Is that the one you saw the other night?
Yes, yes, that is the same troublemaker who wrote some nonsense on our walls. And honestly, I'm taking second thoughts about this whole case. I'm trying to stay professional, guys, but they're very rude, very mean people, okay? And she just said she was guilty, so...
Oh,
what are we doing now?
Look at me! I'm the silly little stone golem. Oh, look at me with my silly little face.
Okay.
Actually, that's pretty good.
I feel like she's making fun of me. I might be misinterpreting.
I will
I'll
say,
take it. I'll take it.
Flynn, can you roll a nature check for me with advantage?
Oh, okay.
Oh, a
I
little
was-
halfling
For
action.
a second there, when you said brother, I was afraid you were looking at me, but yeah. That would be a 16.
Okay. With a 16, you can tell that she might not be full halfling. She might be half halfling, incidentally, which would still be a halfling. But
A quarterling.
That'd be a
quarterling.
Quarterly?
quarterly.
You think she might have some like elvish or something mixed in there. But you've been around halflings. You know halflings, and you know what they look like. While the other three might think that this is just a normal halfling, you recognize that this is a child. Like, this is fully like a 12-year-old child.
Oh, so like well, cool. Then I'm the older kid. All right.
She is taller
Hey
than
guys.
you.
Damn.
This is healthier.
I thought I had it. Okay.
Guys, huddle. Huddle.
I
Okay,
want to
I'm
be
huddling.
part of the huddles. This is so unfair.
No, you're a criminal. Stay in your cell. All right, I'll join the huddle.
Oh, hey, Herb. Welcome back.
Special Agent Gablano.
Yeah, you think you look
Yeah,
so
yeah.
cool with your ice cream hair. Go melt.
They're horns. No. Well, I'd like to melt, but you made it pretty cold around here. So
Well, it's because
unless
I'm
you can
so
reverse
cool.
that's pretty good. I have
She
to
blows a
admit.
raspberry, and then she goes stands in the corner.
She is so
Yeah,
cool. She makes me feel like I'm worthless. She makes me feel so sad. She's such a cool lady.
So should we pretty much tell her that her, I mean, it's weird saying it out loud, but her dead brother sent us to help her.
As you guys
it
are,
is kind of creepy.
you hear her quietly going, "No, Kumo, I think so rude. No, I don't want your help. No, I don't care. I don't want you. Listen, all right? I can make my own decisions, all right? Go away." And she's talking to thin air.
So
Okay. She's a little cuckoo, but that's okay. I think she's just had a really tough time. I'm gonna blow your minds here. She's not actually a halfling.
I look around. No one's-
Okay.
a halfling.
Like me, Peter.
I feel like we've had this conversation before, Flynn, but I'm very tired, and not everything is tracking. You are short. I understand. Continue.
If she's not a halfling and she's got those pointy ears, what is she?
I don't quite know,
A
but
criminal.
that is true. But I think she's younger than I am.
Oh, I mean, for the record, I don't know there's a crime on the books about, bringing on snow. I mean, it'd be an odd thing to have here in a sunny seaside port as a law.
Well,
I
frankly,
mean, think of the damages to the tourism in the town.
That's true. But, she might be too young to prosecute. Guys, I think we might have a case on our hands.
Well, I mean, if she reverses what she's doing, I mean, I'm sure they'd rather have a sunny town than just, have her
Because
swinging.
I don't think she can reverse it until she comes to terms with her sibling problems,
Damn.
and then her brother turns to ice, and then she cries, and then I'm just throwing ideas around it,
Peter,
I'm
your eyes
fair.
are, blinking, and you're, I don't know what you're saying for.
Yeah, I
Think
don't
of
know
all the
how to say.
people that are gonna starve because of the harvest this year.
Right, here at the
Yeah,
beach. But the
genocide.
thing is, well, so Kumo. I mean, obviously Kumo must be the brother. I have to assume that she's talking to, because she said he's right behind us and whatnot. Flynn, I just want to tell her that the brother sent us, and if she doesn't want our help, we can't help her. But I just feel bad that a child's going on. She might just be playing around. She maybe didn't even do it.
I
That's what I'm
totally did
thinking.
it. Also, I'm totally not listening to our conversation.
I'm gonna cast suggestion on her.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like you suggest an action. It's like a wisdom 13 saving throw. They
Sounds
can't like
good.
directly harm themselves.
Yeah.
Is it gonna go through magic wall?
So once again,
Wow.
I learned my lesson. Hold on.
I was just gonna let him finish.
It's gonna bounce off at one of us, probably.
Oh god.
Okay, sure. Then I'll continue because I totally forgot. My suggestion was going to just say back in the tunnel. So I don't know what that does.
Yeah,
Hit.
you
Well, T4.
it reflects
Left to right.
back on you, Herb. You have a compulsion to go to the tunnel.
Hey, can you let me in there? And I'm like tapping on the glass. Hey.
Oh yes,
I really...
I totally will let you in here with the keys that they definitely gave me. They got me the cell and they're like, and here's a key so you can leave whenever you feel like it.
Do you know where the key is? I really need to get in your tunnel.
Well, Herb, she's.
Can we cover that he's a child?
Please.
That went locked so quick.
She is laughing at your plight.
Look,
This is like the
also am
Junji Ito
annoyed.
comic where it's like, this hole is mine!
Wait, hold on. I have to make a wisdom saving throw to see if this thing affects me.
I will
It
say,
affects me.
yeah. I will say, with you meeting the lovely Corey, we're gonna go ahead and call it here, because we are
Yeah,
at the 3-hour mark.
I'm sleepy.
Yeah. But you've met Corey. Congrats. She is maybe one of my favorite characters. Who's to say that I gave her this voice, which may or may not be one of my favorite voices to do. But I won't say anything. Tee. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you guys, obviously, my lovely players, but thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're tuning in on the VOD, thank you for watching that. We will be back next weekend, same time, and I hope all of you have a wonderful evening. Bye, guys!
Bye.
Thanks, Maggie.